Dragons are on the air. The Columbus River Dragons are on the air live on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rally Point Harley-Davidson, Zelmo Zip-In, Country Inn and Suites, Kinetic Credit Union, Heckler & Koch, Pepsi Cola, and PMB Broadcasting. Now let's head to the Harvey Lumber broadcast booth for the start of the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. Enjoy the voice of the River Dragons, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome into the final weekend of the 2021-22 regular season, everybody. The River Dragons closing out at Port Huron Prowlers, and in a way, hoping that they don't start the postseason in this building. The number 2 seed in a semifinal bye on the line. First round starts up almost immediately after Easter. River Dragons will be hoping to avoid playing hockey during the midweek with one win against the Port Huron Prowlers or a loss of any kind by the Danbury Hat-Tricks over the next 2 nights. If all of that does not happen, Danbury would find themselves in the 2 seeds. Columbus would be in the 3 seed and be selecting their opponent for that midweek option. Port Huron could be one of those 3 selections for whoever inevitably finishes at the number 3 seed. Carolina and Binghamton are the other ones in the selection pool. We'll have a ton to break down on the FPHL's playoff picture when we go around the league. Tons to get to about today's game. We're hearing some rumors Prowlers are going to be resting bodies throughout the weekend, today and tomorrow. A lot of rotation from Matt Graham and the rest of the Port Huron crew. And, of course, if Columbus locks up the number 2 seed tonight, you might expect to see some of that going into Saturday's game as well for the River Dragons. All that and more to talk about on tonight's edition of the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we go inside the lair with the team captain, Josh Petrantonio. Josh Petrantonio and Inside the Lair after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The event you've been waiting for is happening right now. It's the big Rally Point Harley-Davidson Spring 10 event, where you can save thousands on over 200 used Harleys at blowout prices. That's right, over 200 Harleys. And Rally Point has bikes for every budget, so don't wait another day. Rally Point Harley-Davidson is now open 7 days a week to get you riding. Don't miss this huge 10 event sale. Over 200 used Harleys to choose from. Save thousands right now. It's all happening at Rally Point Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus. Ride free because of the brave.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
This is Hunter Versani of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. It's now time for Welcome back to the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. It's now time for Inside the Lair, and today our guest, it's the captain, number 9, Josh Petrantonio. Josh, thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me, Zach.
Well, here we are, final weekend of the regular season in Port Huron, ironically, the place where this season ended up starting. So give us the full year picture. What's it been through the eyes of Josh Petrantonio, the growth of the River Dragons this season?
You know what? I think we've come full circle, like Zach said, starting here, ending here. A lot of ups and downs along the way, but the last few weeks there, I think we're finally starting to find our identity and kind of get moving in the right direction here heading into playoffs.
Yeah, in these last few weeks, too, just been in an absolute battle with the Danbury hat-tricks. Our magic number is 2. Any win or any loss from Danbury over the final 2 days of the regular season, second spot is ours. How do you assess the team's focus level coming into today's game?
We're putting it all on our shoulders. We know it's a must-win game for us. So yeah, you know what? We're going to control our own destiny here and come out and make sure we do our part, and that way we won't have to scoreboard watch or worry about what's going on in Danbury there.
Team's definitely taking this weekend extremely seriously, what with the playoff positioning on the line and just, last chance to get up for the playoffs. We actually arrived here Thursday morning, so had a Thursday skate and just had a day to be able to rest, relax, and get ready for today's game, spending a whole day in Michigan already. What do you think that does for you specifically and maybe the team and players as a whole?
I think it helps us get in the right mindset. We're not getting off the bus and playing a game that day. Yesterday we had a pretty good practice here, had the rest of the day to chill in our hotels, kind of wind down, get a good full night's rest last night in the hotel, and get up today ready to go. So yeah, it definitely helps on the bodies and helps on the mindset for sure.
How does Josh Petrantonio spend that day of prep in a foreign city, if you will?
Honestly, it was just a lot of R&R for me. It was nice kind of getting away and kind of having some time to myself here for a bit. I was pretty quiet yesterday, just kind of stayed in my room, hung around most of the day, and kind of got up, got moving there, and got a good night's rest.
We're speaking with Josh Petrantonio and Inside the Lair. Inside the Lair, as always, is brought to you by the Dragon's Den Pro Shop and the Columbus Ice Rink. Open on Wednesdays every single week for your ice skating and hockey needs. Looking ahead, support Huron Prowlers. We saw a little bit of them back last Saturday in the Columbus Civic Center. How much from that particular game translates into what we might see over these next 2?
You know what? They're a good team. They're a lot stronger at home. They've got a lot of local guys that don't necessarily travel with them. But even their road team, you know what? They're a good team. They play hard. They play an honest game, and they're quick. So we got to be ready to go in all aspects of the game here.
Seems like you said, obviously, the skates this morning and the previous morning were going pretty good. I mean, just give us an idea. I mean, who's really buzzing out there right now?
I don't know. I think we're all kind of dialed in. We all know it's getting close to crunch time here. We play all season, all 50 whatever games it is to get ready for these playoff times, and it's finally here. I think the boys are excited. I think we're ready, and I think we're focused, so that's the biggest thing.
What's something the coaching staff's really been focused on ahead of this weekend, maybe an X factor to watch out for tonight's game?
Just playing our style of hockey, playing our game. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't worry about what the other team's doing. If we stick to our system, stick to what he's been preaching all year, and buy into Columbus River Dragon hockey, we'll have no problem beating anyone.
All right, looks good. Only 2 points needed to clinch that second seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Before we get you out of here, Josh, I know you're going to have a good chunk of family here in town. Obviously, Hamilton not too far away from Port Huron, but anybody to shout out before we let you go?
You know what? It's nice to see the family back in town, but best fans in the league back in Columbus. Looking forward to getting back for some playoff hockey.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Zach.
Josh Petrantonio and Inside the Lair. Stick around. More Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, serve with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
It's not too early to talk to your child about drinking. For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. That's underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. This message brought to you by SAMHSA and this station.
This is Jay Krupp of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
We are back here at the McMorran Arena, and welcome in live to the Harvey Lumber Press Box here at the McMorran Arena in the Doc Emmerich broadcast booth. I'm Zach DeBozart. So happy to have you along here for the final weekend of the regular season. Warm-ups have just concluded behind me. River Dragons had a very successful weekend. Last time they were out 6 points out of 6, 3 of them coming against this Port Huron Prowlers squad, the other 3 against their southern rival, the Carolina Thunderbirds. They needed all 6 points to go their way to have a chance at clinching the number 2 seed before the final weekend of the regular season. They just came so close. One more result going their way on Sunday could have given them the clinch, but now the magic number sits at 2 points. The Danbury Hat-Tricks staved off elimination towards the number 2 seed by defeating the Carolina Thunderbirds last night by a score of 3-1. Now, with each team having 2 games left in their schedule, it just comes down to the points. River Dragons just need one win of any kind. With a 2-point magic number, a 2-point overtime win would work just fine, whether it comes tonight or tomorrow, or if the Danbury Hat-Tricks were to fall in either tonight's game, where they are at the Watertown Wolves, or on Saturday's home finale, season finale actually, where they are home against the Delaware Thunders. We'll be keeping our eyes on the scoreboard just a little bit throughout the day around the FPHL, which is coming up later on in the pregame show, presented by Zelmo Zippin, as always. So with that in mind, River Dragons know they have a job to do. Win tonight's game, get that clinch, and if anything, then you can start rotating some bodies in on Saturday and focus on who your next opponent could possibly be. If that semifinal berth is achieved, you would have to wait until the midweek is over, though, because in the midweek is where you will see Carolina, Binghamton, and Port Huron, and the eventual team selecting to decide the pairings to play those best of 3 sets. River Dragons and Prowlers getting ready to drop puck here at 7:05 at McMorran Arena. Until then, we're on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zippin on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Millions retire online, so they can do what they want offline. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
This is MJ Graham of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Back here at the McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan, River Dragons and Prowlers have concluded warm-ups and they're getting instructions from their head coaches before they get ready to take to the ice in about 15 minutes or so from now. Until then, we're on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show, and I'm Zach DeBozart. We take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. We are in the early window, if you want to call it that. 7 o'clock is when the day will get started up for the FPHL. Carolina is at Binghamton. It's the Thunderbirds' first and obviously only trip to Binghamton this season. However, it might start the playoff season in that building. More on that in a moment. But Carolina at Binghamton, 7 o'clock. Columbus at Port Huron, 7:05. And then Danbury at Watertown, 7:30. So game here in Port Huron getting an earlier start. You won't know if you lose this game if you have anything to play for on Saturday. Obviously, you'd have to do some waiting. River Dragons don't want to have to worry about that. They want to have control of their own destiny like they do right now. Just go out there and win, not have to worry about that Danbury and Watertown game. But that drops puck to ice at 7:30. The Delaware Thunder are off tonight. They conclude their regular season tomorrow on the road at the Danbury Hat-Tricks. The other two games the same as they were. Carolina at Binghamton at 6, Columbus at Port Huron at 6:05. And that would be the conclusion of the FPHL's 21-22 regular season. The standings look like this. Watertown, we know, is clinched at the 1 seed. Port Huron is in the selection pool and has their seeding solidified at 6th. That's why we're expecting to see such heavy rotation from Matt Graham and the rest of the Port Huron Prowlers. Binghamton and Carolina, though, are neck and neck between 4 and 5. 5-15 for Binghamton, Carolina for 5-11. Basically, the winner of that two-game series and a tie going to Binghamton with the way the points are right now. So Carolina is going to need 4 points out of 6 to try and jump Binghamton and have home ice advantage in a potential first-round series with the Black Bears. The reason we say that is because Danbury's sitting at 3. If Columbus were to fall to 3, or even if Danbury's at 3 and selects Port Huron at 6, basically whoever's at 3, if they pick Port Huron, Binghamton and Carolina would then be matched up. And these games this weekend could be very important to deciding who would have home ice advantage in that potential first-round series. Columbus obviously hopes to have that semifinal spot and wait for Watertown's selection in the semifinal round as the number 1 seed to decide who their playoff opponent would be next week. And again, if they do not, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 seeds will all play up, paired up together after a 3-seed choice, starting up the Monday after Easter. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. In the SPHL, we take a look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. The President's Cup playoffs are already underway. They started up on Wednesday. The bus from Columbus to Port Huron actually left on Wednesday, so guys got to see a lot of different action. 3 different game ones happened on Wednesday. The last game one happened yesterday. And right now, there are no surprises in the SPHL. The top 4 seeds that were so good in the regular season: Knoxville 1, Huntsville 2, Peoria 3, and Fayetteville 4. All won or got 73% or more of their points this season. So it was a very top-heavy SPHL, and all 4 of those top seeds won their first games in their series. Knoxville defeated Roanoke 4-1. Peoria 6-3 over Pensacola. That game was in Birmingham because Pensy didn't have ice to play at home during their only game of the series. Fayetteville won on the road in Quad City 3-2, and then yesterday Huntsville held home ice well against the Evansville Thunderbolts, a 5-3 victory for the Havoc. Today, 2 different game 2s. Quad City is at Fayetteville, 7 o'clock puck drop at Crown Coliseum, and Pensacola is at Peoria, 8:15 East, 7:15 Central. Both of those home teams are looking to close out the series in 2-game sweeps. If they do not, they will both play tomorrow along with the other 2 game 2s. Knoxville is at Roanoke and Huntsville is at Evansville. Again, those games are on Saturday, game 2 respectively of those series. So 2 game 2s to look forward to today, 2 game 2s and possibly 2 game 3s to look forward to tomorrow on the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you up next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The event you've been waiting for is happening right now. It's the big Rally Point Harley-Davidson Spring 10 event, where you can save thousands on over 200 used Harleys at blowout prices. That's right, over 200 Harleys. And Rally Point has bikes for every budget, so don't wait another day. Rally Point Harley-Davidson is now open 7 days a week to get you riding. Don't miss this huge 10 event sale. Over 200 used Harleys to choose from. Save thousands right now. It's all happening at Rally Point Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road in Columbus. Ride free, cheap because of the brave. The benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the championship series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
This is Jared Rutledge of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network.
Are you ready for it? I was a robber, first time that he saw me, stealing hearts and running up and never.
Welcome back into McMorran Arena here in Port Huron, Michigan. Prowlers and River Dragons dropping puck to ice in about 9 minutes or so from now. Until then, we're on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. We have the starting lineups for the River Dragons, presented by Rally Point Harley-Davidson, 3230 Williams Road. They might have changed their name, but they have not changed. A great service and parts you come to expect from the Chattahoochee Valley's only authorized Harley-Davidson dealer. That is Rally Point Harley-Davidson in the north of Columbus. Bailey McBurney gets the start in net tonight, 17-8-4 record, 2.75 goals against, and a .916 save percentage for the FPHL's goaltender of the year and first team all FPHL. The defense in front of him, Ian White and Edgar Zozelinch, and the forwards sees the two second-team All-FPHL players, Josh Petrantonio and Austin Doe, on the wing with Jagger Williamson. Scratches tonight for the Dragons. Scratch number 7, Levi Armstrong. Number 18, Justin Schmidt. Number 19, Jack Riley. And number 28, Dalton Anderson. Mike Cosentino is the backup tonight, so you can also scratch number 1, Jared Rutledge. Time to take a look at the Prowlers starting lineups. Opponent lineups on the River Dragons Network, brought to you by Victoryland Casino. Just a short drive down I-85 south to Shorter, Alabama. Victoryland Casino, proud partners of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. Prowlers will start on defense. Number 25, Alex Johnson, and number 19, Austin Federley. There's a little bit of an interesting quirk with that, and we'll surmise on it later. The forwards, Joe Pace is in the middle of the two wingers, Justin Brosnan and Stavros Soilis. I wonder if the Prowlers thought there was going to be some funny stuff, maybe seeing Justin Schmidt or somebody in the lineup to go and fight with Pace. Maybe Edgar Zozelinch will scrap with Pace because they'll both be on the ice at the same time at the start of the puck drop. Who knows? But Pace is listed as a starting center, even though he's typically a defenseman. Starting goaltender tonight for the Prowlers, Corey Simons, 6-11-1 record, 4.44 goals against, and an .893 save percentage. We heard a rumor that they could be swapping goalies midway just to make sure each guy gets a little bit of action before the playoffs. Richard Shipman is the backup tonight, so scratch Joe Noonan. Also scratch Evan Foley, Brennan Young, Laurie Vartiainen, and also a number change in your scorebooks. Cade Lambden will wear number 91 instead of number 6. Brandon Baker will take that number 6. He typically wears number 90. One more break, and we come back. We conclude tonight's Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show after this on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
The
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
Welcome back into the McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. Before we go any farther on the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons radio network. Back here live in the Harvey Lumber press box at McMorran Arena, I'm Zach DeBozart. You heard Josh Petrantonio say it during his part on Inside the Lair. All 50-plus games that the River Dragons have been working so hard culminate in this weekend. The chance to skip an entire round of the playoffs and to be able to get themselves in the most advantageous position on the path to a Commissioner's Cup championship and a repeat championship from the success they saw in the 2021 abbreviated season. It starts tonight. Any sort of win today allows you to be able to rotate guys Saturday and focus exclusively on the semifinal round of the playoffs. Any result against you today in Danbury holding court against the Watertown Wolves, and all of a sudden it's a very dicey proposition at the end of the season. You have your fate in your own hands. So many teams want that at this time of year. The River Dragons have it. Do not waste it. Come out strong. The River Dragons got here a day early to try and negate any bus legs and make sure they really take it to a Port Huron Prowlers squad that arguably has nothing to play for. They know the seed they're locked into. They know they'll be in the selection pool. They just don't know their opponent. However, when it comes right down to it, when you get into a rivalry, you would love to spoil the hopes of the guys opposite you. So the River Dragons have to go at it hard, and if they take 3 points tonight, Saturday should be a fun one. That'll do it for tonight's Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. When we come back, it's time for the call of the Sun South John Deere first period on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
You've been listening to the Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show on 106.9 Really Rocks. The call of the game is just moments away after we pause for a short break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
At Southern States Bank, the Common Sense Bank, we're a true community bank that supports the places we serve. Our people live, work, and play in your community, and you will find us cheering for the River Dragons right alongside you in the stands. With convenient locations throughout Alabama and Georgia, we're never too far away to handle any of your financial concerns. Call, click, or come by and see how we can help you make sense out of your banking. Visit us online at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 410611.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun. Walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge to your home or office. Yes, you too can dress for success with Wade Cleaners. Oh, and don't forget the little people as you move up in the world.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team, so what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message, and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
It's time for River Dragons hockey. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sun South, John Deere, Houston Clinic, Burger King, West Georgia Oral and Facial Surgery, Country Inn and Suites, Buffalo Rock, Pepsi Cola, John Emerald Distilling, Wade Cleaners, and B&B Broadcasting. Now, let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Zach DeBozart.
Thank you very much, Brian Thomas. Welcome into the McMorran Arena, everybody. The regular season ends this weekend for the Columbus River Dragons, and the penultimate game will drop puck to ice here in just a moment. River Dragons and Prowlers both on their benches. However, we have a pregame ceremony before we get things underway. The Port Huron Prowlers, McMorran Arena, and the off-ice officials crew here are recognizing one of their officials for over 60 years of service to hockey here in Port Huron. In fact, I believe I hear a recorded message.
A Blue Water area gem whose first name was Betty. A willing volunteer for the youth of Silver Stick, for the senior leagues, and for the athletes, for those professional and amateur teams, for which people paid the price of admission. Long days, many multiple overtimes, often near the ice where her toes would freeze, never a complaint, always a smile. To her community and to this sport, a priceless friend. Betty Margot, over 6 decades, God only knows how many games, we say thank you.
The voice you heard right there might be a familiar one, that of Mike Doc Emmerich, who this broadcast booth here in Port Huron is named for. And of course, Doc still calls Port Huron his residence and home in retirement. So McMorran Arena and the Prowlers asking for a message to be recorded for, as you heard, 6 decades of service to hockey here in Port Huron. And I mean, that goes back deep. You talk about the Port Huron Flags and the Border Cats and all the different franchises that have called Port Huron home. And of course, the Silver Stick Tournament, a long-running youth hockey program that goes through here. And you heard Doc say it, even down to the senior leagues. Port Huron, a hockey hotbed, and is a big-time facility for hockey here in the area. The ceremonial puck drop takes place at center ice between Josh Petrantonio and Dustin Henning, the two captains, who each give her a hug. And now they shake hands and they get themselves ready to go play some hockey. 60 minutes of action that arguably are much more important for the River Dragons than they are the Prowlers. But hey, Prowlers, this their home finale weekend, you know they're going to show up and put on a show for the crowd. So it should be a good one here tonight. River Dragons and Prowlers just about ready to go. Crowd roaring in applause as a bouquet of flowers is delivered down there at ice level. And I believe we've got another pre-recorded message. Let's see if we can't tune into this.
After the mics come. This is your night, and we want to thank you for everything you've done for pro hockey, youth hockey, Silver Stick, and everything in the city of Port Huron. And with that, we thank you very much. We donate this plaque for you to hang on your wall. And also, for your joy when you're at home.
And now, please provide a hearty hockey welcome to the mayor of Port Huron, Mrs. Pauline Repp, who also has something to present Betty.
Good evening, Betty. It's a privilege to be here tonight to look. You do, right here on the ice. And it's a privilege to be here tonight to celebrate all that you've done for the hockey community in the city of Port Huron. We truly appreciate it. You're a remarkable woman. And I don't think there's another person in this building who's probably volunteered as many hours as you have. So I have a proclamation that I'd like to read to you. Whereas Betty Margot, a renowned hockey enthusiast, has been a dedicated volunteer to the hockey community for the past 60 years, donating her time and touching countless lives along the way. And whereas Betty has spent endless hours serving the hockey community, always smiling and willing to occupy her place in the timekeeper's box until the last horn has sounded. And whereas throughout her tenure, Betty has volunteered for multiple junior and professional hockey leagues, the Blue Water Men's League, and has spent 60 years assisting with the International Silver Sticks Tournament. And whereas Betty's devotion to the game and our community will will be forever appreciated and leave a lasting impression on those she has encountered throughout her years of service. And whereas Betty demonstrates a kind, selfless, and extraordinary personality, and we sincerely appreciate the admirable contributions Betty has made to our community in her 91 years of life. Whereas we wish to honor Betty today and thank her for the 60 years of service, now therefore I, Pauline M. Brown, by the authority vested in me as Mayor of the City of Port Huron, and on behalf of the council members Archibald, Ashford, Lamb, Moserac, Pemberton, and Ruiz, do hereby proclaim April 15, 2022 to be Betty Barlow Day in the City of Port Huron.
Words from the mayor of Port Huron out here at the game. It's a big deal. This crowd's energized, and they are ready to go to see some hockey here at McMorran Arena. As we said earlier in the pregame show, starters for today's game look like this. Your goaltending matchup presented by Kinetic Credit Union. Save more with Kinetic. Bailey McBurney in the net for Columbus. 17-8-4 record, 2.75 goals against, and a .916 save percentage. McBurney, the goaltender of the year and first team All-FPHL in the year-end awards announced earlier this week. He'll be matched up against Corey Simons, at least for the first half of the game. We're being told it could be a goaltender switch just to make sure each goaltender has some experience, some recent game reps before the playoffs for the Prowlers. But Simons gets the start, 6-11-1 record, 4.44 goals against, and an .893 save percentage. Your starters for the Prowlers: Pace, Soilis, and Brazen up front, Johnson and Federley on the back end. For the River Dragons, Williamson, Petrantonio, and Doe up front, with White and Ozelinch on the back end. Referee has the puck in hand. River Dragons will go left to right. Prowlers will go right to left. Dragons dressed in teal. Prowlers dressed in black. The puck is down, and we are underway here on a Friday night in Port Huron, Michigan. Petrantonio will dump this one in, right wing side. It rims around the boards. Federley helps it along its way. Ozelinch stops a bouncing puck at the left point. His shot gets blocked there by Alex Johnson. Off the wall, Stavros Soilis trying to backhand it out. Jagger Williamson got in the way, and he's able to hold the left point off his own skate. Federley takes it behind the Port Huron net. He'll shovel it around to the far side. Soilis was going to be lined up by a hit from Ozelinch. Shrugged out of that one and just played it out into the Columbus end. White moves it on the near side wall to Petrantonio. Cross ice dumps it in, and the River Dragons get their first change of the day, 35 seconds into the Sun South John Deere first period. A tip from the right side of red. However, the tip was very lofty from the Prowlers, and it will go into the netting and out of play in the high glass behind McBurney. We will get a whistle. 19:18 left to go here in the first period of play. Your referees and linesmen for tonight's game: it's Morozic and Mallon wearing the bands. Shrempa and Baitens on the lines. Dustin Henning avoids Parker Moskal as he chips this one out to center. Now Dalton Jay shows off the speed, right circle. He tried to pass across, and Vanelli cut down the passing lane nicely. Has it behind the net, avoiding Matt Graham. Moskal, a long pass off the wall to MJ Graham in stride, right circle, his shot, and that one just high over the shoulder on Simons. On the far side half wall, Jay gets this one out to center from the red line. Carter gives it to Vanelli, and now Vanelli through the neutral zone to MJ Graham. Right circle, drops it back from Moskal. He wanted to drop it back again. The defense were in the middle of a change. Merritt spins away from a hook of Bersani, and a penalty will come up on Bersani as he hooked him, spun him right round like a record. And the River Dragons forward will sit for two to start the game. The Houston Clinic penalty kill will be on for the Dragons. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Bersani 2 minutes for hooking. Dragons number one in the FPHL in the penalty kill at 84.1%. Port Huron 7th out of 7 in the power play department, 15.6% efficiency rate. Petrantonio nearly chipped that one around Suffredini at the right point. He's able to hold in and have it. The Prowlers have some zone time. Shot deflected by Pace but sent wide. Frisura will have it in the corner. Down underneath the goal line to Pace. Off the side of the net. Soilis couldn't handle it. Goes back to Pace. And Frisura will have it again left wing circle. Behind the net it rims around. Brazen couldn't get to it on the wall. Down the ice. Suffredini will chase after it. The Prowlers dumped it out of the zone for the Dragons. 30 seconds already gone here in the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Suffredini from behind his own net. Prowlers going right to left across your radio dial. The home black jerseys, red helmets and sleeves with red pants and white numbers. Soilis gets away from Doe. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Right circle, his shot blockered away by McBurney. Left wing circle. Bronson with it here. Into the corner goes for Pace. Pace ramps it off a stick to the middle. Frisura a chance. And what a save made by McBurney. Frisura gloved it out of the air, and the referee was signaling no hand pass. Suffredini drops it off at the right point for Pace. He walks it, shoots. Pad save McBurney. Rebound poked away. Soilus across the crease, and nobody on the back door near side to bang it home. Frisura for Soilus. Now back to Frisura. They play some catch using the corner boards as an angle. Frisura with it. Soilus sets a bit of a pick to give him some space behind the net. Pace, right point. His shot ramps up off a stick. That one goes high over the netting and will hit one of the banners over on the west side of the building, and a lucky fan will collect that puck for a souvenir. 42 seconds left to go in Bersani's minor. The Houston Clinic penalty kill. First of the night for the Dragons. 17-19 left to go here in period one. Moskal ready to take this draw against Matt Graham. To the left of McBurney. Matt Graham tried to win it forward. McBurney from the side of the net sends it to the corner boards. Moskal tied up with Merritt, rimmed around. It is for Chase Carter. On the backhand, plays it for MJ Graham, trying to slam it away from Austin Federle. Matt Graham held the point, but his pass was offline and out of the zone. The Prowlers will have to retreat. Johnson deflects that off Vanelli, and that one will also go up into the crowd and out of play for a whistle. 23 seconds now left in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. 17 minutes even left to go in the Sun South John Deere first period. Prowlers have 2 shots on this power play. It's also the only 2 shots of the game so far on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. Prowlers, a little bit of crisp passing in the neutral zone. Gets Jay in over the line, right wing side. Dalton Jay rims this around the board. Too hard for Matt Graham. Goes to the left wing circle for Federle. Back for Graham in the corner, trying to start up the cycle. Federle wasn't moving, though, so Graham takes it all the way to the point. To Jay in the corner, drives the goal line, a shot, and into the glove of Bailey McBurney. I think Chase Carter influenced the stick of Dalton Jay, prevented him from getting everything he wanted on that. And a glove save from McBurney, and we will get a whistle with 2 seconds left. Bersani standing up and itching, ready to get out of that penalty box. You know the Dragons got to be aware of this and a potential chance to hit Bersani out of the box for a breakaway. Nick Williams is occupying the right point. He's looking over his shoulder to watch Bersani as he comes out. Underwood and Frisura tie up. Frisura wins the rugby scrum. Port Huron with possession. Bersani out of the box. 1-for-1 in the Houston Clinic penalty kill of the Dragons. Storjahan has his left circle. He shoots a stick save made there by Simons. Storjahan tied up with Williams to the top of the left circle. Underwood couldn't pull the trigger there as it bounced around his blade. Williams, Caleb Williams that is, will play it in through Frisura behind the net. Nolan gets checked there by Frisura. Jake Grade finds a loose one, near side circle, and he'll flip that one out to center. Nick Williams stops it up. He gloves it down off sides as Storjahan came in over the line as Underwood tipped it in. So the Dragons have to retreat and the Prowlers have possession now. Here's Cade Lambden, right wing side. He jumps around a man. He's got it in the corner. Pass to the middle, ramped up off of McBurney's stick and will fall to earth in the near side circle. Krupp off the wall on that near wing. He hits Frisura as Williamson couldn't get to that puck. Columbus has it back with their D, playing a little catch. That's Ozelinch and Nolan. Dragons in the middle of a change, still trying to reset their lines from Bersani coming out of the box. 15:40 left to go here in the first. Williamson played up towards the red line. Petrantonio won a stick battle with Soilus. He's with it left wing corner, stopped it up, nearly stopped out of his own skates. Ozelinch's shot blocked by Suffredini, sent ahead to Soilus, and he missed there on the breakout pass, but McBurney's going to come out and negate icing for the Prowlers. White for Doe, and that one goes off of Joe Pace as he blocks the outlet, and now Edgar Ozelinch has it behind the Columbus net. Ozelinch upended there by Justin Brosnan. Now Jagger Williamson shows off some speed, but he couldn't get to that puck before Suffredini had it at the Port Huron blue line. Henning in his own end. Ooh, blocked there by Williamson, trying to go towards net. Couldn't get it out of his feet. Now he'll head off for a change. As there's under 15 minutes to play here in the Sun South John Deere first period. And still looking for our first goal of the game for between the River Dragons and the Prowlers. Henning takes this from behind his own net. Jay, nice one touch to Sam Merritt. Now drops it back for Jay. Left circle, his shot. And that one flies high over the bar. Moskal trying to get numbers going back the other way. Left wing, he's in over the line. MJ Graham trying to drive the net. Puts it off of Graham's skates, does Moskal, as he was driving towards. The puck goes behind the net. Matt Graham for the Prowlers, now able to chip it out towards center. Merritt trying to get it back to Matt Graham. MJ Graham will find it at the Columbus line and give it back to defense. Carter up the far wing. Moskal dodged a hit, poked it towards center. Bersani has it, drops for MJ Graham. Behind the net it goes. Bersani inadvertently ran into Moskal there, and the puck bounces away from them and goes towards Gino Mini. Now here's a 2-on-1 for the Prowlers, but they're offsides as Matt Graham's in a little bit too far ahead of the play with Dalton J. And that'll negate a good Port Huron chance, and it'll bring us to our first media timeout. 14:06 left to go here in the first. 30 seconds and we're back. Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camp or farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South, with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
We are back here at McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. Download the Dash app, DASH, for all Android and iOS devices. The 22-23 gray jerseys that we wore last weekend in games against Port Huron and Carolina are up there for auction now and will be throughout the first couple rounds of the playoffs. DASH, free on all Android and iOS devices. Joe Smith chips us into the zone for Columbus. Storjahan blocks Matt Graham's attempt of getting it out. On the near circle, Smith tied up, gets it to the middle, and Gino Mini will find it first before it falls into the crease of Simons. Mini goes far circle with it. Federley, the Port Huron native, a pass across ice, and here's Matt Graham, 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Graham left circle, drops it back. Jay couldn't hold that on the end of his stick, and now Jay Krupp will take it away. Krupp's got Smith on his left, 2-on-2 as he hits the line. A shot flutters well wide of the blocker hand. Storjahan to the top, great right circle, all alone. His shot, great save by Simons. Krupp with a flyby across the slot, was hoping for a tip at the very last moment, couldn't get Lumber to it, and Simons holds on for a good save. We remain scoreless here in Port Huron. Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Williamson against Frisura on this draw. Frisura will win it, and Nick Williams rims it around. Petrantonio outreaches his man, Cade Lambden there. At the left point, Ozelinch with it. Bouncing puck, Williamson couldn't settle it, and Frisura gets it out towards center. Ozelinch backing up in his own end, a pass. Thought it went off of Doe. They say it does not. He had the red line secured, but the puck just evaded him down the ice for icing against the Dragons. 13:09 left to go here in the first. Remember, this being the last weekend of the regular season, playoff tickets, single games are on sale right now for the River Dragons. Whichever round Columbus appears in, they know they will have home ice advantage in a best 2 out of 3 series. So those first 2 games are on sale now on Ticketmaster single game playoff tickets at the Civic Center box office or on Ticketmaster. River Dragons get that puck out of their own zone. Now Port Huron dumps it down. They say no icing, and McBurney slams the stick on the ice. A little frustrated with that. Doe, a pass across. Petrantonio's out of his own zone. Right wing, he enters over the Port Huron line. Drops it back to Williamson. Bottom of the right wing circle. Pass to the middle. White's tied up with a couple of Prowlers. Williamson finds it. High slot, looking for a shooting lane. A penalty's going to come up as there was a lot of hooking and holding in the middle of the slot. And a slash is eventually going to be the call. And Zachary Frisura is going to skate across as the guilty party for the Prowlers. Slashing the call against Port Huron. And the River Dragons will head to the first Georgia power play of the night. Dragons 19.5%, third best in the FPHL. Prowlers tied for 5th on the kill at 78.8%. Power play starts up. Carter can't hold the right point. Vanelli battling with a Prowler. That's Dalton J on his back. And Columbus will have it in the neutral zone here. 15 seconds already gone in this Georgia power play. Carter skating this one ahead, uses Bersani as a little bit of a pick to get some speed. Bersani now with it, off the wall, right wing circle, laid it off to Moskal. To Vanelli, right circle. Bersani had to kick it to his stick, down in a crouch position, was able to keep it away from a Prowler. Jay, who was looking for a breakaway. Moskal's shot top of the right wing circle is saved by Simons, and no rebound is given up by the Port Huron goalie. And we will get a whistle with 12:05 now left to go here in the first, and 1:27 remaining in this Columbus man advantage. Face-off coming to the left of Simons. Bersani wins it to Vanelli. D to Carter, has it at the right point. Now right circle to Moskal. Moskal into the corner, MJ Graham. Back for Moskal at the right point. Over to the left point, Carter. Left circle, Vanelli with it. He's at the bottom, no shooting lane to work with. Pass ramped up off a stick, goes over Moskal's head, and Merritt will cross-ice slap it down into the Columbus end. McBurney rims this one around. Vanelli chasing after it, but Merritt is going to get there first at the red line. His pass was weak. Moskow's got some speed and space, walks it into the high slot. Nice between the legs, Deke, but couldn't go towards net. Pass to the middle for Krupp. Hit him in the shin pads, gets it on his stick, and moved it to the right wing corner. Williamson reached for it off the wall, couldn't come out with it clean, and the Prowlers will dump it down only to the Columbus line where Petrantonio will find it. Pass up ahead to Williamson, who will dump this one in. Rimmed around the boards to the near side. Ian White leaves it for Austin Doe on the right wing circle. Doe trying to go for a pass across. Gino Mini disrupted that. Jake Krupp chasing after it. Near side half wall. He's got it. 28 seconds left in the Georgia power play. Doe with it at the right point to White center point. Over the left circle, Petrantonio. The captain, sauce passes one over to Williamson in the corner. Back up to Petro. Now to White center point. Right circle over for Doe. He's looking. Finds Williamson backdoor. Great save made by Simons. Returning the favor to Doe. Backhand. He scores. Austin Doe from a knee. Able to roof that one past Simons. A power play goal for the Dragons. And it's 1-0 Columbus. 10 out of 10 on the initial save from Corey Simons as Doe set up Williamson at the bottom of the left wing circle. Rebound popped right back out to Jagger, and he said, instead of firing it right back into the goalie, let me return serve back to Austin Doe. Doe, I don't know, was expecting that pass maybe, but he eventually caught it and from down on a knee, backhands it into the roof of the net. And he picks up a power play goal. River Dragons 1-for-1 to start tonight's game on the Georgia power play, and they have the all-important first goal of the game. Now Grade whiffed on one at his own end. Justin Brosnan with it, left wing circle. Grade will give him a shoulder check, and that will secure the puck back for Columbus, and Joe Smith can go blue line to blue line with it. Cade Lambden racing after this one. Grade diving after it. Lambden circles back for some support, trying to drop it at the blue line. Johnson didn't have the left point covered. He slams it in, and the Prowlers touch up on the delayed offsides. Now on the far side wing, Nolan gives this one to Underwood with some speed. Left wing circle. Underwood on the backhand, cutting back towards the middle across the crease. We get a whistle as Corey Simons got contacted. He is down. And not sure if we had an arm up on the play. But Simons is hunched over and in some discomfort after that move from Underwood. Everyone checking on the Port Huron netminder right now. As we said, Port Huron is expected to be rotating their goaltenders in tonight's game, if what we were told from Doug Kahn, the Port Huron media man here. Simons will play the first half, and after the under 10, you're likely to see Richard Shipman in just to get each guy some game time. And then I guess Joe Noonan, it's his net for all of Saturday's game. That's the goaltender rotation they're going with in Port Huron to try and give themselves the best chance ahead of midweek playoff games for them, where they do not know their opponent just yet either. River Dragons goal, the 9:14 mark, scored by Austin Doe. Assist to Jagger Williamson and to Jay Krupp. Austin Doe continuing his career high pace. That is 37th goal on the season. And as we were talking about that, the Prowlers just had to put Sam Merritt in the penalty box. We'll let you know what that is in a moment, but Columbus goes right back to the Georgia power play, 1-for-1 already today. Face-off win for the Dragons, splits the defense. Carter's got it back in his own end, fending off Dalton Jay. Carter in front of his own net, lets loose on Matt Graham. Vanelli up ahead to Bersani, now leaves it left wing circle for MJ Graham. MJ stops it up. Matt Graham pokes it off of his stick. Johnson in the corner. Backhand up the wall. Held in by Moskal. To Vanelli, center point. Trying to pass to the right wing side. Dalton Jay showing off his speed. Disrupted a pass intended for Carter. Now Matt Graham finds it. He's got Dalton Jay driving the net. Graham trying to go to the middle, and Vanelli cut down that pass. Dalton Jay still finds it near circle. Chips it over to the far wing. Slap shot from Johnson. Goes off a stick into the netting and out of play. 40 seconds gone in this Georgia power play. 9:25 left to go in the first. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Sam Merritt. That is the call. And we get our media timeout. Well, I thought we were going to get our media time out of this. I guess we do not. So we will play on from this. The under 10 is expected very soon, as in it should have been there. Ian White tumbles down. Cade Lambden gets to it first behind the net, and Austin Doe immediately bodies him up, takes him into the corner boards. Ian White and Jagger Williamson each trying to fish this out. Williamson loses it, and it falls back into the corner for Ian White. Already halfway through this Georgia power play. 1-0 Dragons are in front. This unit was the one that got it done. Williamson gets us over to the left wing circle of Petrantonio. Drops back for White. His shot just wide of the glove hand on Corey Simons. Doe in the right wing corner for Krupp behind the net. Krupp off the wall to Doe, right wing circle. Doe looked for the pass to the point. Now to Petrantonio, left circle. He and Williamson with some give and go. White to the center point. Blast one. Save made Simons. Rebound loose. Krupp's backhand goes off Simons' pad. Williamson in the corner to White. Now right circle to Doe. Back for White. Couldn't pull the trigger. Petrantonio, a one-timer. He missed the cage. That one will wrap all the way around down into the Columbus end for McBurney to slow up near side circle. White in his own end for Austin Doe. Nice filter pass for Williamson to the right circle. Petrantonio fakes the shot. Thinking about the wraparound. Doesn't have the angles. The puck wouldn't settle down for him. White at the left point. Back for Petrantonio, left circle. Walks it. Pass across back door, and Henning reaches. He saw it at the last moment and sticked it up into the crowd and out of play on a deflection. 8 seconds left to go here in the Georgia power play. Merritt standing up in the box, ready to head out and join his teammates. 8:13 left here in the first. Face off to the left of Simons. Underwood scrapes at this one. Matt Graham fends him off, and Nick Williams will play that one out to center. Nolan trying to poke it away from Dalton Jay. Jay eludes him. He's one-on-one with Grade. Dalton Jay pass across. Jake Grade got in the way, and it went off of him right towards McBurney, who will cover it up for a whistle. And now it looks like we will get our immediate timeout with 8:01 left to go here in the first. 30 seconds and we're back here on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The benefits of a Kinetic membership extend far beyond convenient banking solutions, competitive rates, and financial advice. Kinetic Credit Union focuses on the unique needs of our members while supporting and improving their lives. At Kinetic Credit Union, they recognize that your financial goals are unique. That's why we're offering the Smart Steps Financial Education Program, a personalized learning experience to help you plan around your individual financial situation and aspirations. Kinetic Credit Union.
8:01 left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. 1-0 Dragons. Striving to create dining excellence through unequivocal passion, humility, and class. That's the mission of our friends Trevor and Brandy, who run Trevioli Italian Kitchen on 7466 Blackman Road in the north of Columbus. Call ahead seating 706-580-8136. That's 580-8136. Trevioli Italian Kitchen, our River Dragons' favorite for fine Italian dining in the Columbus area. Baker, left point, takes a check from Smith. He holds in for the Prowlers, who have some offensive zone time here, down 1-0. Baker with it at the left point, checked again by Smith, rimmed around the boards, finds Jay behind the net, passed out to the middle, and too many teal shirts in the way. Underwood gets this one up for Smith, who's got a full head of steam, left wing circle, staring down on Nick Williams. Smith gets in front of Nick Williams, who will crunch him into the boards. Storjahan and Merritt going after this too, trying to vulture it out. Storjahan gets it to the middle, a chance for Smith, and he just swiped that one wide as it trickled away from the near post. Down the ice it goes. Merritt's going to win the race, so McBurney's going to come out of his net to play it. Rimmed around the boards, stops there nicely for Jay. Behind the net, a pass to Merritt, hops over his stick, and now Grade will get it over for MJ Graham. 7:15 left to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Dragons in front 1-0 on Austin Doe's 37th goal on the season. Johnson near circle, long pass. Caleb Williams now in over the line. Williams trying to go to the middle. Vanelli knocked him down there. Vanelli caught a rut in the ice. He gets tied up in the corner. Zach Frisura emerges with it. Frisura comes off the wall, trying to drive towards the middle, and Chase Carter was able to stand him up there for the Dragons. Graham to Bersani, couldn't chip it out to the middle. That one was read the whole way by Cade Lambden. Now to the red line it goes. Lambden and Bersani are tied up. MJ Graham, Alex Johnson getting their sticks involved. So too is Parker Moskal, as he will find it first. Moskal skating it to the open left wing. He shoots. Save made by Simons, and he bounces the rebound between his glove and blocker once or twice before getting it to settle and get a whistle. 6:32 now left to go here in the first. Happy to have you along here on a Friday night. River Dragons Radio Network, 4 radio stations across West Georgia and East Alabama, and of course here live on the YouTube channel. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel so you get notified every time we go live, especially during the 2022 Commissioners Cup playoff season. And you can follow the River Dragons on all our social medias, C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also newly on TikTok. Soilis leaves this one, left corner, Brazen an acute angle shot, and that one blockered away by McBurney. White with it, far circle, dumped down the ice, eludes Federle, and icing is going to be called here against the Dragons. 6:10 left to go in the Sun-South John Deere first period. Dragons doubling up the Prowlers in shots right now, 8-4. Heckler and Koch shot counter, Heckler and Koch, no compromise. Face-off coming to the right of McBurney. Yes, you did hear me right on that last read. C_River Dragons. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now on TikTok. Austin Doe with this. 2-on-2. Josh Petrantonio, right wing circle. His shot sticked away there by Simons. Over to the left point. Soilus chips around White. Ian White was ready for it, though, and races back into his own end and gets it first. Petrantonio for Austin Doe. Jagger Williamson and he had their hairs crossed, but now here's right corner. Williamson with it, trying to wrap it to the middle. Shot for Ozelinch, and that one just wide of the glove hand on Corey Simons. Brosnan with it at the red line. He will flip this one up and out of play, missing the netting entirely just on that border. It looks like it goes into a VIP bar area over there. And that's a heads up for all the patrons down there. 5:35 now left to go here in the first, and we'll have a neutral zone draw right at center ice. Underwood's unit is out there against Matt Graham to take this draw. Centers wave their sticks, and now it'll be dropped, and Matt Graham will win it. Suffredini off the wall. Dalton J chasing after it. McBurney side of the net will stick it to the far corner. Storjahan trying to get it through a couple of Prowlers. Merritt kicked it back for Storjahan, who now has it to Underwood. Little give and go. Underwood's got it back through the middle. His shot wide of the far post. Dalton J got stood up there. Storjahan to the middle. Krupp trying to kick it to his stick. Loose there. And Underwood couldn't get around Dante Suffredini. Here's Matt Graham with the puck. Left wing circle to Merritt. He shoots. A save made by McBurney in the butterfly. And Columbus will dump this one down. Gino Mini racing after it. They say he will not have the legs for icing, as Mini could have gotten to it. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first. 1-0. Dragons in front here on the road in McMorran. Chase Carter goes back behind his own goal line. He and Vanelli play a little catch. And now Carter will have it behind his own cage. Dragons going left to right across the radio dial in the first period. Teal jerseys. Triangle Dragon logo on the chest. Black helmets and shoulders with black numbers and red and white trim. Vanelli to the near side. MJ Graham will have it here at his own blue line. He takes a hit there from Lambden. Caleb Williams trying to fish it out. It goes out in the neutral zone, and Hunter Bersani will find it first for Columbus. To Parker Moscow, left circle to the middle for Bersani. A deflection was in too tight, and Simons makes the easy save. For Serwin, I'll skate this up ahead. He's headmanning this rush, right wing side, stood up by Vanelli. His shot goes wide. Lambden fires one from an acute angle. That one rings the outside of the bar near side. Frisura with it, left wing corner. He's checked there by Carter. And it looks like Bailey McBurney just took a penalty out of frustration. The net came off behind McBurney. I did not see why. And judging by the referee's reaction, he's going to say McBurney did that intentionally because an unsportsmanlike conduct just went up against Bailey, it appears. 4:03 left to go in the first. We're getting an immediate timeout. We'll tell you what happened in 30 seconds on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camper farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2022.
Woo! 4:03 left to go here in the first, and 4 minutes has gone up on the board against Bailey McBurney. If I had to guess, before penalties get officially loaded here into federalhockey.com, 2 minutes for delay of game when he had taken the net off of its moorings during play, for what reason I was unsure of. And then it looked like he picked up an extra 2, barking at the official after the fact. So he's got 4 minutes. Good news is there was immediate timeout, a chance for Bailey and the rest of the River Dragons to simmer down a touch and now deal with this Houston Clinic penalty kill on for the second and third time tonight. 1-for-1 previous. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength on this full 4-minute 5-on-4 for the Prowlers. Jay Krupp is in to serve those 4 minutes. Petrantonio and Matt Graham on this draw. It goes between the center's feet. Edgar Zozelinch will find it first for Columbus. He'll skate up. Nice touch pass. Finds Austin Doe. Left circle. Spins it back as Federley's watching over him. Played into an open right wing corner. Petrantonio on it first. Behind the net, Petrantonio off the boards. Gets a little four corner going with Edgar Zozelinch. And now here's Petrantonio at the red line with it. Back for Ozelinch. Far side circle. Dalton J chasing after him. And Ozelinch will go off the short glass and down the length. As Simons will slow it up here. Petrantonio is chasing after it for Columbus. 3:30 left to go here in the first. There's a 3-second differential between McBurney's penalties and the game clock for the first period. Alex Johnson drops this one off to Merritt, left wing circle. Into the corner for Dalton J, trying to go towards the middle. Ian White wrapped up a man, now chipped there by Joe Smith. Held in by Federley. He fell to the ice. No hand pass, though, as he was able to touch it after he gloved it from down there. River Dragons get this out. Alex Johnson from his own blue line. Checked there by Smith. Pass to an open right wing. And Matt Graham's in over the line after he dumps it off Dalton J. But J didn't have the blue. So it's played off of J in an offside position. And we get a whistle. 2:59 left to go here in the first. And 2:56 remaining in Bailey McBurney's double minor being served by Jay Krupp. Underwood v. Pace on this draw. Yes, you heard that right. Joe Pace appears to be playing some center for the Prowlers here in tonight's games. Frisura has it at the red line. Over to Suffredini. Now he chips it into the zone near side. Grade with a swing and a miss. Behind that it goes to Underwood. Backhand. Can't get it out. Frisura holds in right point. To Soilis behind the net. Stavros Soilis tied up with Jake Grade. Suffredini has it. Holds in left point. Gives it back to Soilis. Off the boards, around to Pace in the middle. Underwood first on it there, cleared to the far wall. Port Huron able to hold it in. Pace with it, trying to pass up the boards, and the right point was left vacant. So down in the Port Huron end will be collected by Frisura. 2:20 left to go in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. Frisura right circle, being watched there by Nolan. Gets it to Soilis, top of the right wing circle. Bersani checks at him. Cycle, Frisura to Soilis at the bottom, looks for a shot, now thinks about a wraparound. Pad save as McBurney is able to cover that one up. Now Soilis appeared to pick that one from out of McBurney. However, Bersani intercepts the centering feed, takes it the length of the ice. Suffredini hunts him down there to prevent him going on a breakaway towards Simons. Half of the 4 minutes is up. That means River Dragons now 2 for 2 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Immediately start up their third opportunity of the night. Carter will dump this one in. 1:45 left in the first period and 3 seconds less than that remaining in this Houston Clinic penalty kill. Alex Johnson, a pass to the right wing for Dalton J. 2-on-3 as he hits the line, but J evades one. A shot off the end of the glove on McBurney, and the rebound goes to the near side corner. J inadvertently runs into Johnson. Vanelli chasing after this, trying to go on a break, but Austin Federley is able to cover the damage for the Prowlers as he takes it back behind his own nets. Port Huron changes up the power play unit. Here's Federley. Over to Johnson. Left wing through the neutral zone. Nice pass onto the tape of Dalton J. J right wing circle. Merritt spin around trying to chop it towards net. He whiffed on it. Carter sends it around the boards, but it's still in as Alex Johnson has it. Top of the left wing circle to Matt Graham. To the middle for Merritt, and Carter disrupted that pass. Less than a minute to go here in the Sun South John Deere first period. Carter blocks another one from the right point. Moskal can't get around Federley. Port Huron's got some numbers. J from the bottom of the circles and a pad save made there by McBurney. Merritt crunches after it with MJ Graham. Now Dalton J rubs shoulders with Vanelli. Matt Graham trying to drive the goal line. Save made McBurney. Merritt runs into McBurney as he dove at that one. And the River Dragons watching over him close, but don't want to pick up another one as they have almost killed off this 4 minutes. There was a 40-second differential because there's 40 seconds even left to go here in the first and 36 seconds remaining for Jake Krupp to serve Bailey McBurney's 2 minors. One of them already killed off. And the River Dragons will hope to kill this one off and spend those last 4 seconds just getting themselves to the locker room with this 1-0 lead. Williamson and Pace on the draw, and Soilis and Ozelinch on the near side were getting a little antsy. Now Williamson will win that one. Ozelinch near side on the hash marks will dump it down, past Frisura, and Simons will tee it up for Dante Suffredini behind the Port Huron net. 30 ticks remaining here in the first. Frisura skates this one ahead. Everybody meeting him up at the blue line. Soilis has it, right point. Pass circle to circle for Suffredini. Down into the corner. Brazen rubbing shoulders there with Ian White. White's able to box him out. Petrantonio up ahead for Williamson. Nice fake out to get around Suffredini, and a penalty's going to come up on that. Williamson drew a hook with that nice move. going all the way back into his own end to let time run out. River Dragons will be happy to take this 2-minute power play into the second period. As out of the box comes Krupp. There goes the penalty. There goes the first period. There's the penalty signal, slashing. And Dante Suffredini will sit 2 minutes to start the Wild Animal Safari second period. So the Dragons kill off all of Bailey McBurney's 4 minutes. They are now 3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. And as the teams make their way off the ice, we make our way to a break. When we come back, the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report starts up after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's time to get outdoors and tackle your to-do list. Whether you're mowing, gardening, or tackling heavier projects at the camper farm, be prepared with John Deere equipment from Sun South. We'll help you find the equipment to meet your needs. And owning a John Deere is more affordable than ever at Sun South with 0% financing on most models, including the 1023 tractor with loader for only $169 a month. So why wait another season to do more? Come see us at Sun South. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2022.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward. And we're taking you there. Progress. Your Beam. Your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
This is Ian White of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Back here at McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan, and here we are in the Harvey Lumber press box. I'm Zach DeBozart. That first period went about as well as it could for the River Dragons, barring the 4 minutes picked up to Bailey McBurney. However, River Dragons were able to kill that off very well, and because of that, sit in the lead 1-0 thanks to a power play goal from Austin Doe. 9:14 mark of the first period. Austin Doe gave a nice backdoor pass to Jagger Williamson, and Williamson made no mistake, got great contact, but Corey Simons was ready for it. A phenomenal save, ranging to his right, making the pad save. However, the rebound pops right back out to Jagger, and rather than slamming it right back into the goaltender, you have to give credit to the heads-up hockey. Sends it right back to Austin Doe, who I don't think was ready for it. Eventually caught the pass, was down on a knee, and just flips the backhand up into the roof of the net for the game's only goal so far in this one. Williamson picks up the assist, as does Jay Krupp. Jay Krupp picks up assist number 15 of the year on that power play goal. River Dragons 1 for 2 on the Georgia power play tonight. They also are 3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. And as we said, 4 minutes picked up by Bailey McBurney near the end of that period. Upset that he did not either get a call or a whistle. It was tough for us to tell in the middle of the play. And then McBurney, maybe some choice words or whatever it was, chased after the official a little bit, screaming, and got himself another 2 minutes. However, the River Dragons were able to kill off their goaltender's penalties, and because of that, 3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill so far tonight. Dragons also lead it in shots 9-7 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Right now, all things coming up Dragons, that showing up to Port Huron an extra day strategy, sort of alleviating some bus legs, seems to have worked out, at least here in the early stretch. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to go around the FPHL. We heard it's a very spicy night in the Federal League. We'll talk about all of that when we come back from this break. Around the FPHL is up next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Chattahooche's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Dressing for success is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Wade Cleaners. Drop off your garment at any one of their 5 convenient branches or call their valet manager to pick them up. Go do something fun, walk your dog, eat a hot fudge sundae, or go to a movie. Leave the dirty laundry to them. Pick up your professionally cleaned garments or have them delivered at no additional charge.
Choice in the firearm business, then Heckler & Koch.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, ourdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to ourdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's ourdragonsmerch.com.
This is Hunter Versani of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Back here at McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan on the John Emerald Distilling First Intermission Report. John Emerald Distilling, proud partners with Ignite Sports and Entertainment, headquartered out in Opelika, Alabama. Live tours and tastings every day that they're open, and if you can't make it out to Opelika, sample products from the source, check out a couple favorites in the Columbus area serving the John Emerald line of products. Nonick Beer Bar and Kitchen downtown, Charfly on 13th Street, or the Bottle Shop on Broadway, as well as the Columbus Civic Center during these River Dragons home games during the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. So far, River Dragons leading 1-0. Any sort of win out of today's game will lock them into that number 2 seed, into a semifinal spot. And we'll be talking about home games at some point during the weekend. We'll obviously have to see who the opponent is, and the schedule will be made available in a couple of days after the first round commences. John Emerald Distilling also brings you our weekly Coaches Show, Tuesday nights, 6 to 7 p.m. on these same radio stations and on the YouTube channel that is in podcast format. John Emerald Distilling, proud partners of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. Take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. We are told it's a very interesting night up in Binghamton, and boy, oh boy, the scoreline already tells us that. Black Bears 4, Carolina 2. Defense apparently optional tonight. Nikita Ivashkin opens up the scoring, then Nathan Campbell on a power play got the game back tied for Carolina. Tyler Jurich made it 2-1 Binghamton. That's all first 4 minutes and 3 seconds of the game. Then Binghamton would add 2 more later in the period through Tyson Kirkby and Tyler Jurich again. Gus Ford with a power play tally. Less than 2 minutes left to go in the first. Makes it 4-2 Binghamton. Shots on goal are 10-7. Binghamton shooting at 40%. Carolina at 28%. No, that's not a poorly done basketball game. That is the first period of Binghamton and the Carolina Thunderbirds. We were told that there was a bit of a scrap in the Carolina-Binghamton game. However, the penalty sheet does not tell us that. We do see it on sportsmanlike conduct minor, an abuse of officials minor, a goalie interference minor. So it's getting a little testy there in Binghamton, but no gloves have hit the ice, at least that we were able to tell through the league's official score sheet. Elsewhere in Watertown, they've just started this one. They're about 6 minutes into the first period. Danbury and Watertown currently scoreless, with the Hat-Tricks leading in shots 3-2. Goaltenders in this game are Gregory Hussey for the Watertown Wolves and Frankie McClendon for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Again, if the River Dragons win tonight's game in any fashion, they don't need to worry about that Danbury-Watertown game. However, if they lose or only take 1 point, they would need Danbury to lose or drop 1 point. As again, the magic number is 2 points for the River Dragons to clinch that number 2 seed. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. Taking to the SPHL and the Southern Hockey scoreboard, we've got decisive Game 2s in Fayetteville and Peoria. The road teams, Quad City in Fayetteville and Pensacola in Peoria, are trying to extend their seasons. We're at the Crown Coliseum first, 20 minutes in the books, no score between the Storm and the Marksmen. And Pensacola and Peoria start up at about 20 minutes or so from now, 8:15 East, 7:15 Central, over there in Illinois. Each of those series has a Game 3 if necessary tomorrow, and the other 2 Game 2s start up on Saturday. That's Knoxville at Roanoke and Huntsville at Evansville. Again, all top 4 seeds currently carry a 1-0 lead in the President's Cup playoffs. That's your look at the Southern Hockey scoreboard. Let's take another break. When we come back, and get ourselves ready for the Wild Animal Safari second period after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you know building materials, and I know you do, then nobody's going to be able to sell you something that you don't need at a price that is ridiculous to pay for. So you always go to Harvey Lumber for everything you need, because you've come to expect no less than the very best product at the lowest possible price from the very best team of folks in the building materials business. But for other folks like me, I can't even build a stick. I need somebody that I can trust, not to try and oversell me or upsell me on things I don't need in the first place. I guess what I'm trying to say is I may not know a lot about building materials and the right tools for the job, but I do know Harvey Lumber. And I know that they have never and will never steer me wrong or let me down. You can always trust the folks that have been in business in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Dale Castile and that superb bunch of folks at Harvey Lumber Company, 800 15th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Gulf Eagle Supply specializes in servicing the professional roofing contractor and also provides a variety of products and services to the homeowner, building owner, architect, and general contractor. Our goal to the contractor is not only to provide competitive material pricing, but also to help them build their business and assist in their success. We do this with knowledgeable sales personnel and through our core values. As we say, Gulf Eagle, we got a solution for that. Call us today at 706-550-1555. Gulf Eagle Supply.
This is Jay Krupp of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Back here at McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Columbus River Dragons Radio Network. Welcome back into the Harvey Lumber press box here at McMorran Arena. River Dragons in front, 1-0 through 20 minutes of play. Really, you got to like how they're playing outside of perhaps maybe the undisciplined that picked up 4 minutes in penalties from Bailey McBurney. However, if discipline from, I guess, your goaltender is the biggest issue heading into the locker room, that is a very good problem to have if you're Jerome Bichard. It means you're not taking penalties up from the rest of your skaters, and obviously Bailey McBurney maybe just had a little tough moment, and the referee had a tough moment back at him. So outside of that, River Dragons are staying out of the box very well, pushing the pace of play, leading in shots 9-7, and of course that goal from Austin Doe to have the game in the River Dragons' favor so far through 20 minutes of play. Period of the long change is coming up next. You know the River Dragons are a well-conditioned team as long as the defense keep their head on a swivel and don't allow odd man breaks back the other way. You know the Port Huron Prowlers, they're a team with speed. They love to jump up and try and get the defense caught on the back foot. Dalton Jay, he's public enemy number one when it comes to that sort of stuff and finding breakaways behind the play, and only one could potentially tie up this game. Next goal is going to be a big one. Who's going to get it? You'll have to find out after this break. The Wild Animal Safari second period comes up next. John Emerald Distilling first intermission report is over. Back in a few on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655. Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoochs. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the Championship Series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season, or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
This is MJ Graham of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome back into the McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. River Dragons in front 1-0 over the Port Huron Prowlers, and we'll start the period on the Georgia power play after Dante Suffredini picked up a slashing call near the end of a 4-minute power play for the Prowlers. The River Dragons head to their third power play on the night. They are 1 for 2 previous. That Austin Doe goal, the only goal in the game so far, is that tally. River Dragons are out on the ice. Now they are joined by the Port Huron Prowlers. Prowlers dressed in the home blacks with the big Prowler logo on the chest, red helmets, sleeves, and pants with white numbers and black trim. They'll go left to right across your radio dials in the Wild Animal Safari second period. Corey Simons has made 8 saves on 9 River Dragons shots. Over to our right, it's Bailey McBurney. McBurney, the goaltender of the year in the FPHL. He and the rest of his teammates dressed in teal with black helmets, black shoulders and numbers with white and red trim, black pants, teal socks. They'll be going to left across your radio dials. Bailey McBurney, 7 saves on 7 shots. Wild Animal Safari second period. Someone's getting slobbered on. Go see our friends up in Pine Mountain, Georgia for all their wildlife outdoor drive-through exhibits. We'll do this face-off at center ice with a 5-on-4 advantage for the Dragons. Bailey McBurney is at the Columbus bench looking for something. I guess it was a full water bottle. So he will go grab it and set it on top of the net as he takes his place over to the right. Corey Simons is over to our left. Referee with the puck in hand. We are underway here in the Wild Animal Safari second period, starting up the third Georgia Power play of the night for the Dragons. Williamson's got it 3-on-3 as he hits the line, right wing circle with some speed. Alex Johnson puts him behind the net there on the angle. Federley tying up with Williamson. He falls to the ice, puck free for Dalton Jay, one-on-one with White. Jay right circle, turnaround backhand, nobody there on the far wing. Austin Doe fights to a hold from Matt Graham, gets it up ahead to Petrantonio with speed to Williamson, right wing. Jagger Williamson directing through the slot, a backhand effort, save made there by Simons. Doe gets it to the top, left point Ian White, back to the left circle, Williamson shoots, blocker save, rebound Doe, save made Simons, rebound spilled out to the slot, Matt Graham finds it near circle, he'll send it down only to the red line, Ian White will have it there for Columbus. Off the wall, Petrantonio tried to give it back to White, fell off the toe of his stick. Matt Graham nearly went in on a breakaway, but the veteran defenseman Ian White's able to get there first. Port Huron dumps it down, sticked away at the side of the net by McBurney, and there's 1 minute left to go here in the Georgia power play. Dragons already with 3 shots on this man advantage. Petrantonio, left wing circle, rims this one around. Parker Moskal kicks it into the corner for Bersani. MJ Graham crashing towards the net. Bersani didn't like the passing lane to get there. Moskal, give and go to Bersani, back in the corner. Now to Moskal, right point. He'll let one go. Deflection, Graham, great save. Made there by Corey Simons as he reached out with that left hand, gloved it out of the air. A great tip from MJ Graham along the ice to get it airborne. Simons makes the save, and it's the 4th shot on this power play for the Dragons, but it remains 1-0, 40 seconds remaining in the Georgia power play. Merritt wins a draw into the corner, rimmed around. Gino Mini from the near circle will send it down 200 feet, and McBurney will slow it up there for his teammates. Into the corner, there was a chance there for Merritt to go after it. Now Moskal will just drop it back for Vanelli. 20 seconds remaining in the Georgia power play. River Dragons right to left across the radio dials in the teal uniforms. Moskal 3-on-4 as he gets the line. He's got speed, right circle from behind the net on the backhand. He'll chip it to the left wing circle for Carter as he's able to get away from Frisura. Carter's got it at the dot, tries to go to the middle, and getting a stick out there was Mini, knocks it away. Now here's 3-on-1, 3-on-2 for the Prowlers. Frisura across, Soilus, he scores! Frisura's pass goes off of the defenseman. It hits Soilus seemingly on the hip and will hit the back of the net, and the Prowlers have tied up the game 1-1 just as their man got out of the box. Stavros Soilus, his 9th goal on the year for the Prowlers. Frisura is going to pick up an assist. I'm not sure if there's another one to be had, but man, you talk about odd goals. That was just one of them right there. Frisura intended that pass to go to Soilus. I don't think he intended to hit him on the pants with it, and I don't think after that he intended it to hit the back of the twine, but it does, and it's 1-1. No icing, as they say. It touched a Prowler in the neutral zone. Nick Williams gets checked there. This one rims around the boards. Joe Smith in a stick battle with Joe Pace. Storjahan picks this one out, plays to a danger area. Nick Williams clears the slot there for the Prowlers. Here's Frisura, right point. He'll stop it up. His shot sticked away into the near corner. Storjahan has it. Frisura stands him up. And now it'll be found here by Justin Brazen. Brazen's got a man on his back. It's his counterpart, 24, and Brad Nolan. Those two go at it at the half wall. Nolan finds it in his feet, rimmed it around the boards, and Jake Grade will have it now. Up to Smith, now to Storjahan in neutral ice. He's got Underwood on his left, 2-on-2. Storjahan to Underwood. He couldn't handle that pass on the backhand. Underwood rims it around, down the ice it goes. Bouncing puck, Nolan eventually settles it in the neutral zone. Stavros Soilus the goal, the 2:03 mark of the period as the puck goes out of play on the dump-in attempt from Columbus. Now 17 minutes left to go here in the second. We're tied 1-1 on the goal, 2:03 mark of the period. Stavros Soilus from Zach Frisura. No secondary assist awarded. And that's how the Prowlers have tied up this game 1-1. Matt Graham wins a neutral zone draw. Federley and Johnson are going to play some catch. Johnson nearly caught an edge there. A weak play out to the neutral zone. Columbus trying to play it back. Here's Williamson. Oh, just offsides. Austin Doe couldn't get his feet back in the blue. And Williamson was just destined for the slot, trying to go one-on-one with Simons. But the linesman's whistle blows the play dead. 16:49 left to go here in the second. Still tied 1-1. Shots on goal 13-8 in favor of the Dragons on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. White off the far wall. Petrantonio will dump this one in at the red line. Simon slows it up. His pass intended for Federley missed. Doe for Williamson behind the net. Back for Doe. Waved his stick, and Matt Graham got to it first. Dalton Jay trying to chip around Ozelinch. It's offside, but Ozelinch's skate prevented Jay from going any further. Alex Johnson at the red line, left wing. He will dump that one in. A high stick played by Ian White. Matt Graham will touch it. That will negate it. Austin Doe tries to get it out. Flies up into the air. Johnson eventually finds it. White knocks another one out of the air. Dalton Jay played to the middle. Doe knocks it away in the slot. Federley center point. He tees it up. Pad save made. Rebound to Matt Graham in the right wing circle. Being watched by Williamson. Pass to the middle. Pinballed away by Ozelinch. And down the ice it goes. The Port Huron line collected by Federley. 16 minutes left to go here in the second. Dragons and Prowlers tied at 1. Dalton Jay just comes in over the line on sides. Ozelinch won a stick battle, though. He'll get to it, send it around the boards for his D partner, White. Lambden just able to hold it in at the center point. Now Ian White couldn't get an outlet from the far circle. Bounces back onto his stick, and he'll get it up to MJ Graham. Graham right wing side was going to be stood up by Johnson. He stopped up to avoid the hit, and he'll just dump it in behind the net. Bersani gets first on it there in front of Alex Johnson. Cycles it around. MJ Graham hooked up. Penalty coming up here to Austin Federley. MJ Graham was getting into that cycle rotation with Hunter Bersani. Cut across Federley, who put a stick directly across the midsection. Graham gets hauled down. And here comes another Georgia power play for the Dragons. They are 1 for 3 previous. They started the first 2 minutes of this period on a power play. And oh boy, they've put 2 minutes up on the main clock. And it should read 15:29. There it goes. So hold on just for a quick second there. Now we get it fixed. And 2 minutes goes up on the board against Austin Federley. 4th Georgia power play of the night. 1 for 3 previous are the Dragons. Bersani scraping at this one with Lambden. MJ Graham comes in to win it. To Carter right point. Walking it to the center. No shooting lane. Left circle for Vanelli. Vanelli at the hash marks into the corner for Bersani. Back up to the top. Vanelli whiffed on it. And here's Soilis trying to go across the defense. Soilis one-on-one here with Carter. And Carter's going to hold him wide toward that right wing circle. Soilis still with the puck on his stick, though. Right wing corner now knocked off by Bersani. Back into the Port Huron end it goes. And Henning will dump it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds already gone here in the Georgia power play. Look out. Carter ran into Moskal. The net comes off behind. McBurney diving after this. The net is off behind McBurney, and now we get the whistle. As there was some confusion behind the net between Moskal and Carter. That was nearly disastrous. And we get a media timeout for the River Dragons to sort themselves out. 14:50 left to go here in the second. 1-1 River Dragons and Prowlers on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Who wants a copy when you can own the real thing? At Heckler & Koch, the foundation for everything we do is an unswerving commitment to excellence. Shooters of Columbus at 4445 Milton Road is your local area premium stocking dealer for all your favorite Heckler & Koch products. They also have an indoor range with rentals available, from rifles and pistols to ammo and holsters. There's no better choice in the firearm business than Heckler & Koch.
Can you feel your heart beating right out of your chest?
Welcome back in to the McMorran Arena. Port Huron, Michigan, Dragons and Prowlers tied at 1. 14:50 left to go here in the second. Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Flight by Yuengling is easy drinking, clean, crisp, and refreshing. Flight is only 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, and 4.2 alcohol by volume. Sold wherever beer is sold, Flight by Yuengling, the official light beer partner of the Columbus River Dragons. A face-off was won straight back to McBurney, and the River Dragons will change up the power play unit out of that. That unit was just all out of sorts, leading back to the other side of the media timeout. And now here comes Williamson's unit, the one that scored the game's opening goal back in the first. Ian White will have this behind the Columbus net. 1:10 left to go in this Georgia power play. Petrantonio, left wing side, 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Left circle at the hash marks, rims it down underneath the goal line. Johnson and Williamson both feint at it. Doe trying to give it back to Williamson, who chases after it, but Minnie will get there first. Minnie and Jagger run into each other, shoulder to shoulder. Croup to the top. White a blast. Blocker save made there by Simons. Williamson tied up in the corner. Dalton J flips it off the glass to himself. Gloves it down. One-on-one with Ian White. Ian White will hold him to the side as Dalton J tried to cut in towards goal. McBurney plays this to Croup. 3-on-3 as he hits the line left wing. Croup had it poked off of his stick. Williamson holds in at the left point. Played down into the circle. Minnie first on it there. And Minnie tried to go blue line to blue line ahead for Dalton J, who was behind the defense. Jay Croup has it tied up. Matt Graham again trying to go to Dalton J, just hanging out at that Columbus blue line. Petrantonio's shot blocked by Minnie. Austin Doe, far side circle. He's tied up with Matt Graham. Alex Johnson also getting involved. 15 seconds left to go in this Georgia power play. Johnson and Petrantonio, they go at it. Into the corner boards, Matt Graham rimmed around. Petrantonio with it here. He's got Johnson on his back. 5 seconds left in the Georgia power play. McBurney slapping a stick on the other end. Doe to the high slot for Williamson. Over to the right circle. Petrantonio, one-timer save made. Rebound bounces around. Federle first on it out of the box. 1 for 4 on the Georgia power play tonight of the Dragons. Federle, nice between the legs deke, but lost it on the backside. Jay tries to go to the middle. Nobody in a black shirt home in the slots. Petrantonio with it on the near circle in his own end. Port Huron changes up their lines to get reset out of the penalty. Petrantonio with it, right wing circle. He's being watched by Baker. Behind the net, leaves for Underwood, left wing corner. Underwood with it there, checked by Frisura. Underwood will still find it around the body. Nolan left point, his shot. That one sticked away by Simons. Over on the left wing hash marks, it's a battle. Lambden can't get it out. Nolan holds in. Lambden sold out, went D to D instead to Grade. And Simons takes it off the stick into the glove. And we will get a whistle. 12:43 left to go here in the second. Dragons and Prowlers tied at 1. And we're back to 5-on-5 play. Columbus is 1 for 4 on the Georgia power play tonight. Face off to the left of Simons. And Frisura will win the defensive zone draw. Nick Williams up the near side wall. Lambden will chip it beyond Grade. Into the corner it goes. Caleb Williams on it first, being watched by Nolan. Puck's loose there for a moment. Grade plays it into some space. And Storjahan up ahead of the neutral zone. Joe Smith's over the line. Smith, right wing circle, just out of the reach of Kirk Underwood as it goes to the left wing corner. Underwood, he gets checked there by Caleb Williams. Puck goes underneath the goal line for Nick Williams for the Prowlers. Williams sends this one around. Baker checked there by Smith. And now Lambden sends it out to center. Right into the tape of Caleb Williams. Nice poke on the back check from Kirk Underwood to break up a 2-on-2 pass. Nolan takes a hit, but gets it over to Storjahan. 3-on-2 as the River Dragons hit the line. Storjahan, right circle. Smith to drop back. He scores! Joe Smith, what a blast! Ringing it off the back bar. And the Dragons have the lead back. 2-1, 11:59 left to go here in the second. You take a hit to make a play. Brad Nolan did that back into his own blue line to feed up for Storjahan. The 3-on-2 the other way, and then Joe Smith just absolutely let it rip from the top of the right wing circle. Smith's got his 4th goal on the year in this, I believe, just his 9th professional game. Columbus back in front. The puck is down, and we are back underway here at McMorran Arena. Henning for Soilus. This one tips off of his stick, so no icing. Vanelli from behind the net. MJ Graham with it here. Far side board slaps it off the skates of Moskal, so no icing. Behind the net, Henning chasing after it. Moskal right behind him. Henning can't get through MJ Graham. Loose along the wall. MJ will pick it out. At the center point, he's with it. He shoots looking for a deflection, and Simons didn't see it but went over the bar. Graham with it again, left wing circle. Spinning back, cycling with Bersani. Nope, MJ will keep it. Pass to the middle, and Pace was tied up with Moskal, and he couldn't get a stick free to it. Losing his stick here is Justin Braz, and he just uses his body, forces it into the zone. Soilus left circle, gets around a man, but that one's sticked away by McBurney as it was getting in too close to the crease. Carter and Pace tie up. Brazen checks his man there. That's Vanelli. Puck goes all the way out to the neutral zone. Suffredini from the red line. He will dump that one in. Behind the net, Chase Carter has it for Columbus. 11 minutes left to go here in period 2. MJ Graham has it in his feet, couldn't settle it. Both Bersani and Moskal were screaming for it, wanting to go on a 2-on-1, and that'll end their shift. Suffredini in his own end, baits Austin Doe to jump at that. Now he gets around him and Petrantonio, right wing. He's in with it, but Ian White gets to that puck first. Petrantonio sends it around. White helps it along its way. Graham holds in at the left point for Port Huron to Williamson at the left wing circle. That's the wrong team he didn't mean to pass to. Vanelli held up at the blue line. A pass across to Doe was in his feet, and he could not go in towards goal on that one. Johnson with it to Jay, right wing, 2-on-2 as he hits the line. Jay shoots, glove save, made there by McBurney with 10:17 left to go here in the second. Joe Smith, absolute blast over the shoulder of Corey Simons to give the River Dragons back the lead at 2-1 now. Those of you playing along with us at home at the 8:01 mark of the period, Smith from Storjahan and Nolan makes this game 2-1. Jay shoots from the right circle. That one blocked by a Columbus skate. Merritt to the left point, held in by Johnson. Down into the corner. Graham bodies up with White. Dalton Jay finds it loose in the slot off his pass. And Petrantonio will give it to Doe. Ozelinch is on the play for 3-on-2. Doe for Ozelinch. He shoots, and Merritt reached his stick back and was able to pop that one up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle and immediate timeout. 9:51 to go here in the second. Dragons in front 2-1 on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
And maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Back here at the McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan, we do have a goaltender change. As expected, the Prowlers will put in Richard Shipman. We will get you his numbers in just a second. But first, River Dragons hockey brought to you all season long by Sherry and her crew of master barbers at Old School Barbershop, an upscale old world gentleman's barbershop. It's the official barbershop of your Columbus River Dragons. 1041 First Avenue in downtown Columbus. 706-321-5930 for an appointment. 321-5930. The River Dragons official barbershop is Old School Barbershop in Columbus. White, right point. He shoots a deflection, and that one just went wide on the new goaltender, Richard Shipman. Port Huron trying to get it out. Ozelinch is able to hold up a man and push it into the left wing corner. Frisura rims this one around. Alex Johnson uses the far wing, a tip, and it gets out towards Lambden. Now left wing, Caleb Williams, a drop and a delayed offsides. And the Prowlers are going to have to touch up here. Shipman, 6-8-1 record, 4.23 goals against and an .890 save percentage. As we said, this was expected for the Prowlers to get both of their bigger goaltenders some time today and then have it be Joe Noonan's net tomorrow. That will give everybody a little bit of reps and work ahead of the playoffs, and for the Prowlers will start on Monday. Icing the call against the Dragons. 9:10 left to go here in period 2. Shipman comes in. He inherits the 2-1 deficit, so right now Corey Simons still is the goaltender of record. He finishes out with 15 saves on 17 River Dragons shots. Face off to the right of McBurney. Prowlers will win it. Baker from the left point, played it into the right wing corner. Storjahan gets it out. Krupp was looking for the breakout as he was behind the defense. Baker comes into the line on sides, right circle. He shoots a backdoor deflection from Brazen, and he batted that one about 50 feet up into the air. He got contact on it, which was incredible, but then skied it, needed to put it down to try and put it towards the net. Instead, he nearly put it up towards the crowd. 8:55 now left to go here in period 2. Dragons still in front, 2-1. A reminder, any sort of victory in tonight's game will clinch them that number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Bersani and Soilis tie up. It'll fall Bersani's way. Nolan will have it behind the Columbus net. Dragons going right to left across the radio dials in the teal jerseys. Nolan, a pass across to Moskal. In over the line to MJ Graham, left circle. Backdoor for Moskal on the backhand. He outweighted Shipman and then sends it across as Shipman got up out of the butterfly, and it goes off of his pads and wide. Left point Nolan to the left circle for Bersani. Into the corner it'll go for MJ Graham. Now back for Nolan. D to grade right point. He shoots. Save made Shipman. Rebound loose Graham, and he couldn't get a stick towards that one. Puck gets out on a good pass for Brazen to Soilis. Interrupting that is Brad Nolan. He takes another hit and forces it to the Port Huron line. Baker for Gino Mini, left wing. Hunter Bersani goes after him, and then he's tripped up by Jake Grade. Bersani just trying to protect himself as he picks himself up off the ice now. Petrantonio with it in the Port Huron end. His momentum took him back out to the neutral zone, though. And now Columbus will reset and finish out a line change here. Mini, circle to circle for Suffredini. Now up ahead to Matt Graham. 2-on-2 with Jay. Graham, left circle, a shot. Pad save made. Rebound. Falls back to that far circle, and Petrantonio can't get it out to Bersani. Backhand flip by Suffredini into the zone. It's Merritt. Merritt across for Matt Graham. Swinging a miss in the slot as it popped up off of his stick. Vanelli gets it to Petrantonio. On the half wall far side, he will flip that one skyward, and he will fall in the Port Huron end for Suffredini. Far side circle, a pass to the center circle. Now Matt Graham goes left wing to Merritt. Back door, here's Dalton J. Right circle, a blast, blocker save, rebound. Merritt couldn't settle the bouncing puck. Williamson couldn't get around Suffredini, though, to get it out. Petrantonio up the wall, gets it to Jagger Williamson. He'll flip it right wing side. Austin Doe is looking to pass towards the left wing, and Suffredini will take it back behind the Port Huron nets. 7:08 left to go here in the second. Dragons in front 2-1. Right now the difference belongs to Joe Smith. Vanelli with this in the near corner. Sends that not out at the half wall. Frisura holds it in. Lambden got it tied up in feet, and Austin Doe will pick it out for Columbus. Williamson flips this one in right wing. A bouncer towards net. Shipman will slow it up there for the Prowlers. Johnson takes it in stride as Columbus is in the middle of a change. Johnson trying to get the ice. Smith, big check onto him, but the pass connects. Shot coming in from Caleb Williams. That one goes wide. Federally right point. Blocker save. Rebound loose in the slot, and Joe Smith will clear it for Columbus. Rims this one around. Storjahan near circle. Great path. Right onto the tape of Smith. Fighting through some Prowlers. Joe Smith still with it. Blade to the middle. Underwood. Save made. Rebound loose. Storjahan, and that one goes across the far post. Oh my, what an effort right there from Storjahan, Underwood, and Smith. That was a speedy line. That made something out of nothing and nearly made this game 3-1. They have forced the Prowlers to ice the puck, though. 6:14 to go in the second. The Dragons have an offensive zone draw and a tired Port Huron group out there. I mean, Smith just absolutely battling through the neutral zone, through about 2 or 3 different black jerseys to get to that puck and put it in a danger area. Now Underwood wins it. Storjahan to White, and that one wide of the glove hand on Shipman. Check there in the left wing circle. Ozelinch works it out of a scrum, gets it to Storjahan behind the net. Up the wall to the right point. White will hold it in. Storjahan knocks that one down at the hash marks. Frisura trying to get it out. White, nice job holding the right point again. Storjahan lifts the stick of Johnson. He's got it on the backhand, and Johnson is able to force him underneath the goal line. Pass to Underwood, bouncing around feet, and Underwood can't put it towards goal. Frisura cut off there by Smith. He's got it left wing corner. Those two continue to tie up. Frisura works it up the wall. Grade holds in left point. Pass goes away from Smith, and he's absolutely gassed at the end of that shift. He'll go off for a change. Federley dumps this one down. Frisura would have won the race. No icing. McBurney rims it around. It's a delayed offside. Port Huron couldn't touch it. Columbus going to have some space ahead. Here's MJ Graham, right wing. Takes it behind the net. Emerges on the forehand. To the left point, Nolan. D to Grade. Now to the middle. Bersani a tip, and that one went wide of the near post. MJ Graham with it in the left wing corner. He gets checked there by Johnson. Johnson spins off the check to box out MJ. Nolan will hold in at the left point. Now he and Grade trade places as Nolan goes to the right wing circle. Nolan a backhand across the crease, and nobody home to tap it home. Bersani forces this one down to the left wing corner. Moskal a run-in-2 hit there on Frisura as he sends it around. Into the neutral zone it goes. Gloved there by Nolan. He takes a hit. MJ Graham wins a stick battle, and the puck falls free for him right in front of the penalty boxes. Graham will slam it in from the red line. Stick there by Shipman, who will give it up to Alex Johnson. Behind the net with Jagger Williamson chasing after him. Nice stick from Jagger. Forces it off Johnson's twig and goes deeper into the Columbus zone for Nolan to give to Williamson. Now to Moskal left wing. Pass across. Hits Doe on the tape. He's in over the line to Williamson. Leaving it there. Vanelli. Great glove save made by Shipman. Rebound loose. And Soilis will backhand it out to center. Great leave in a danger area in Columbus. A grade A scoring chance denied by the glove hand of Shipman. Carter sends this one around. Williamson stops up with pace there. Nick Williams will find it in the corner. Reverse it around the boards. Near side corner. Petrantonio to Doe underneath the net. Doe from behind emerges on the forehand. Right wing circle. Pass. Actually, it was a shot towards that, and Shipman easily stick that one away. Williamson, left wing corner with it. Knocked off of his stick. Soilis will find it. Chip around Carter. Columbus is back defensively to have this puck in their own end. Nice cross-ice feed. Petrantonio takes a hit from Williams. Austin Doe's got it in the corner, trying to feed back for him, and a great stick there. Gino Mini just prevented a 2-on-1 chance. Joe Pace gets stood up at the Columbus line by Chase Carter as he was trying to go on a breakaway. Vanelli just caught a stick up high. High sticking is going to be the call against Port Huron as Dalton J. trying to bring his stick over the body of Vanelli and ends up clipping him in the ear hole. And Vanelli and Jay are having some words about it. Now, here's a turn of character development. It's Bailey McBurney who's calming down Adam Vanelli. 3:34 left to go here in the second, and the Dragons will head to the Georgia Power power play for the 5th time tonight. Dalton J, 2 minutes. Is that a hooking or a high sticking signal? It appeared to be a high sticking signal. And we will get our media timeout out of this. 30 seconds and we come back on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We'll be screaming now, we can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want.
Georgia Power power play has started up again. 3:30 left to go in the second. Joe Smith with it, left wing circle, as Columbus has possession in the zone to our left. 2-1, the Dragons lead. Storjahan with it at the right wing hash marks. Down to the goal line for Underwood. Pass across Nolan, and he just missed the near post. Great setup feed there, and Nolan just couldn't find the angle to make it 3-1. Smith with it at the left point, gives to Grade center point. Now to the right circle, Storjahan walks it, a pass knocked away by Merritt, and down the ice it will go. 30 seconds gone in this Georgia Power power play. Dalton J sits 2 minutes for high sticking. Jake Grade from behind his own net, gets it to Nolan, up in the neutral zone. Rink wide pass, Storjahan's in over the line at the right point. Storjahan, top of the right wing circle, dangling down to the hash marks. Now to Grade, right point, top of the left wing circle now for Nolan. Back to Grade, center point, nothing to shoot at. To Nolan, left circle, couldn't handle the pass clean. He's got a man on his back there, it's Lambden. Rim down the boards for Krupp, trying to pass it back up the wall, and Lambden will chip it down ice. Grade is in front of Soilus the whole way to prevent any breakaway attempt. 50 seconds left to go in the Georgia Power power play. Storjahan sends it in for Krupp, who's on sides. Krupp got held up a little bit, no call. Gino Mini will slap it out as Columbus's defense was changing and White couldn't get to the point in time. Williamson's in over the line on side. He's got Doe fresh on the left wing side. Puck hops up at the center point, and Jay Krupp just got sticked at the side of the head there from Cade Lambden. Back-to-back high sticking calls will make it a 5-on-3 River Dragons advantage right now. That's just careless with the stick if you're Cade Lambden. Unfortunate for him. Puck hops up in the air. Krupp goes at it with the glove. Lambden goes at it with the stick. Lambden swing and a miss on the puck, but a clip on the helmet of Jay Krupp. And another penalty against the Prowlers means this is now a 5-on-3 Georgia Power power play. 2:06 left to go here in the second. Dragons could get themselves up by 2 or maybe even 3 late in this period. Williamson to Krupp, kicks it back to the defense. White to Petrantonio, left circle, backdoor for Krupp. Great save by Shipman. Doe with it, right circle to White, center point. Left circle, Petrantonio. 20 seconds left in the 5-on-3. White can't pull the trigger. Petrantonio left circle to the bottom. Williamson back for Petrantonio with space. Shoot wide of the blocker hand. Williamson checked there by Mini. Off the backboards. Krupp settles it. Rims it around the boards for White. 8 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. White from the right point. Walks it to the bottom of the circles for Doe. Pass across Petrantonio, a black wide. Doe the rebound. He scores. What a back end pass. Austin Doe found a slim angle. Tucks it into the side netting. And it is a 5-on-4 power play goal. But the Dragons will be happy to be up 3-1. Really looked to be a design play off the springy backboards here at McMorran Arena. Petrantonio's one-timer fell right to Austin Doe, who was at the bottom of the circles, and Richard Shipman had absolutely no chance as he was trying to sprawl back to his left to get to that one. Dozer is second of the game, 38th of the season, now takes the team lead away from Josh Petrantonio, who is pushing towards 80 points on the season himself. Bersani wins the draw at center ice. We're back underway. 3-1 Dragons in front. Merritt flips this one into the Columbus end, right onto the tape of Vanelli. And now here's Bersani from the red line. Graham ties up with Bersani. Port Huron comes in over the line. Dalton J left circle a shot. Wide of the glove hand on McBurney. Henning at the right point. Fakes the shot. Moskal runs into him. A pass to Jay though. Left point, Suffredini with it here to the middle. And that one goes off the pad. Looks like Dalton J got a tip on it there. Moskal gets it for Carter. He's 2-on-1 with MJ Graham. Carter dropping it back for Moskal, and he lost it on the backhand. He turns around with the shot, and the puck was up on edge, and it will go up into the netting and out of play. Chase Carter was on a 2-on-1 there with MJ Graham, dropped it back. Parker Moskal appeared to be covered on the backside. He eventually got to that puck, but could not fire it clean towards net. And as we have under a minute to go here in the Wild Animal Safari second period, 53.2 exactly. Bersani and Frisura on this draw. By the way, the goal. Austin Doe, a power play tally, a second of the night. Petre Antonio and White pick up assists at the 18:26 mark. Caleb Williams will flip this one in, left wing side for the Prowlers. McBurney rims this one around. Moskal lost it on the wall. Lambden's got it right wing corner, being checked there by Ozelinch. Lambden getting all he can handle. Bersani will come in and take the other Prowler. That's Caleb Williams. Up the wall, Lambden gets it to Nick Williams. His shot blocked by Moskal, and Moskal's got a half breakaway left wing side. Moskal left circle, cuts it back to the backhand, and Baker was able to hold him off so he couldn't pull the trigger. Moskal plays that one to the right circle for White. White at the bottom, lifted it up. Pass was too high over Bersani's head. MJ Graham chases back, gets it to Ozelinch with 10 seconds left in the period. Here's Bersani right wing, drops it to White. His shot deflected by MJ Graham just wide. Moskal and Baker, they'll hug it out along the boards as time expires here in period number 2. Prowlers tied it up early, but the Dragons find goals in the middle and late stages from Joe Smith and Austin Doe. Another power play tally for him, and Columbus sits in front 3-1 through 40 minutes of play. Shots on goal now read 23-15 in favor of the Dragons in that period. That's a 14-8 advantage also for Columbus. Prowlers head off the ice. River Dragons will be right behind them. And the Dragons have a 3-1 lead and are 20 minutes away from clinching that number 2 seed in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Let's take a break. When we come back, the McDonald's second intermission report. After this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Home is meant to be our safe place, but heart attacks and strokes don't stay home. Don't avoid the ER out of anxiety. Don't die of doubt. Don't stay silent, and don't stay home. If you have an emergency, call 911 immediately. When seconds count, the hospital is the safest place to be. Visit heart.org/don't die of doubt. Brought to you by the American Heart Association.
Millions open a My Social Security account every year so they can prepare for retirement. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
This is Jared Rutledge of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome back in to McMorran Arena, and here we are live at the Harvey Lumber Press Box. I'm Zach DeBozart. River Dragons lead it 3-1 through 40 minutes of play. Prowlers were able to tie up the game at the 2:03 mark. Stavros Soilis with a goal that just sort of looked like it hit the top of his thigh. Zach Frisura and Soilis went on a 2-on-1 as the penalty was expiring to Port Huron. Remember, River Dragons started that Wild Animal Safari second period with a 2-minute power play. And at the 2:03 mark, going in on the rush, the man out of the box, Dante Suffredini, tried to help out in the play, but the play was too far beyond him. And on the way, Frisura's pass ramped up off a stick and just hit Soilis somewhere in the thigh to knee area and goes in past McBurney for Soilis' 9th goal on the year. And that is a 1-1 scoreline fresh out of a Georgia power play. River Dragons steeled themselves well, got back into it. Brad Nolan takes a hit to make a play at his own blue line, feeds it up to Storjahan. Storjahan puts it on a tee to Joe Smith, who makes absolutely no mistake from the top of the right wing circle, goes back bar and in, gives the River Dragons back their lead. Score at that point was 2-1. Then, with a 5-on-3 advantage, thanks to a couple of high sticking penalties against the Prowlers, Josh Petrantonio fires one off the backboards right onto the tape of Austin Doe, who finds a very fine angle from the far side wing, tucks home his second of the game, both of them on the power play, 37th on the season, and the Dragons have a 3-1 lead. While Austin Doe was collecting that pass, the 5-on-3 expired into a 5-on-4, so the River Dragons happy to take the power play goal, but we were back to 5-on-5 for the remainder of the period at that point. Dragons hold on to the 3-1 lead through 40 minutes of play. They lead in shots right now, 23-15 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler & Koch, no compromise. Dragons are also 2 for 6 on the Georgia power play and a perfect 3 for 3 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Right now, special teams, shots, goals, everything going the River Dragons' way. All that's left to worry about now for the team is the final 20 minutes of this game. Again, with the destiny in your own hands, all you got to do, come away with a positive result, any kind of win, and they clinch that number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. 20 minutes left to focus on that. We've still got plenty to look forward to, though, in the McDonald's second intermission report. We'll take a look around the FPHL when we come back after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Stay up to date with everything Columbus River Dragons by following the team on social media. Stay in the know with all the team news on Facebook and Instagram. Get live in-game updates via Twitter. And of course, catch every game on the YouTube page. Following is easy. Search at @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's never been easier to stay in the loop with your favorite hockey team. So what's stopping you? Drop us a fun comment or send us a message and we may just feature you on the feeds. That's @C_River Dragons on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Millions estimate their benefits online, so they can do what they want offline. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
This is Justin Schmidt of the Columbus River Dragons. Now, back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome back in to the McMorran Arena here in Port Huron, Michigan. 3-1, River Dragons in front of the Prowlers with 20 minutes of regulation left to go. If this score line holds or any River Dragons win comes out of today's game, Columbus will be that number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. On that note, let's take a look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In, Zelmo's fueling life's passions. There's less than a minute to go in the second period over at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. The Binghamton Black Bears leading the Carolina Thunderbirds by a score of 5-2. As we last left this game at 4-2, the only goal scoring in the second period belongs to Tyson Kirkby. He now gets his first. They corrected a goal previous that was assigned to Kirkby, now to Gavin Yates. And we did get a fight. Actually, I see what happened now. They talked a lot about today. It's getting pretty heated up in Binghamton, and those penalties loaded in during the intermission. Nikita Ivashkin had a goaltender interference, and then when he came out of the box, there was a whole lot of hoopla. Jacob Schnapp with an instigator, a fight, and Everett Thompson, a fight and a game misconduct. They were going against Colin Fitzgerald and Nikita Ivashkin, respectively. Danny Vanderweel also factored in. There was a whole mess of penalties at the 18-16 mark, shortly after a Thunderbirds power play goal at that point, I should say. Binghamton has the only tally of the second period as they've now hit the break at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Binghamton in front 5-2. Fun fact about the Black Bears, coming into today's game, they sat at an even goal differential, 276 goals for, 276 goals against. Right now they're up by 3. If that scoreline were to hold, and then tomorrow Carolina were to win by 3, or whatever the deficit ends up being in this game, that would make the Binghamton Black Bears the first team in FPHL history to have a 0 goal differential. And maybe it's just because I'm wearing a tie that's based off the Avengers and Iron Man, but something about that just screams perfect balance, a 0 goal differential. We'll probably have our eyes on that tomorrow based on how things are going today. 3-1 here in Port Huron in favor of Columbus. And over in Watertown, there's 5 minutes gone in the second period of play. Wolves are in front 2-0. Nolan Slachetka in the first, Jimmy Lodge in the second. So not only things going the way for Columbus here in Port Huron, they're also going their way up in Watertown as well. That's your look around the FPHL, brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In, Zelmo's fueling life's passions. Time to take a look around the SPHL and the Southern Hockey scoreboard. 2 Game 2s in the President's Cup playoffs. Both Fayetteville and Peoria are trying to book their tickets into the semifinal round. Fayetteville and Quad City are tied 1-1 with 90 seconds left to go in the second period. Peoria is up 2-1 on Pensacola. 3:14 left to go in the first period there. Your goals, Fayetteville gets theirs first from Drake Glover, then Dylan Fournier for Quad City answers back. Donald Oliveri, one-time River Dragon, got an assist on the marksman goal. Over in Peoria, Peoria got the first 2 goals. First one was 22 seconds in, and then Alec Bear doubled his total on the day less than 5 minutes later. Brendan Blasak has the goal for Pensacola. That's how that one sits 2-1. Peoria looking to sweep the Ice Flyers on their way into the semifinal rounds. If either of those games are won by the road team, they will play Game 3s tomorrow, and 2 Game 2s start up on Saturday. Knoxville is at Roanoke, and Huntsville is at Evansville. Let's take another break. When we come back, we get ourselves ready for the Houston Clinic third period on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
At Texas Roadhouse, we're famous for our hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, ice-cold beer, and our irresistible fresh-baked bread. We take great care in everything we prepare, served with big smiles at a great value. Visit us at 2970 North Lake Parkway in Columbus, or call ahead seating at 706-323-6616. Curbside takeout available too. We're proud to be your hometown favorite and are always focused on providing legendary food and legendary service. Texas Roadhouse.
The Chattahooch's favorite place for spirits in the valley is John Emerald Distilling Company in Opelika. Conveniently located in beautiful downtown Opelika, they're open Monday through Saturday for tours, tasting, and bottle sales. Not in Opelika? No problem. From Birmingham to Columbus, there's plenty of places where John Emerald originals are sold. Check out some of their favorite recipes at johnemeralddistilling.com and give them a follow on social media at JED Spirits on Twitter and Instagram.
Progress. It's the belief that your life should be easier, that life should be fun, and that the best is yet to come. With us, you have a provider who pours everything into bringing progress home. And it's not just some big name in a faraway glass tower. That provider is here. That provider is Beam. With local service and faster internet, the only place you're going is forward, and we're taking you there. progress, your beam, your way.
It's River Dragon season, and it's time to get out to a game. Visit Ticketmaster or the Civic Center box office to purchase tickets to the next game or any game left this season. Visit rdragons.com to check the schedule and stay up to date with everything River Dragons hockey. The defending Ignite Cup champions are looking to keep their winning ways, and you can be part of the best atmosphere in the FPHL to help make it happen. Purchase tickets online on Ticketmaster or skip the fees and visit the Columbus Civic Center box office during normal business hours. Get up and get loud, Columbus. The River Dragons are ready to roar.
This is Adam Vanelli of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network.
You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna win, there's nothing to out. Watch me make 'em bow.
Welcome back in to the Harvey Lumber Press Box here at the McMorran Arena. I'm Zach DeBozart. River Dragons find themselves in front 3-1. They are exactly where they want to be, in front with control of their own destiny. One more win, any variety, even if this game were to somehow go to overtime. As long as Columbus ends up victorious, they'll have that number 2 seed in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. They'll be able to look ahead to the semifinal round and relaxing during the midweek, watching the action unfold and seeing who their opponent might be. It is a huge difference from being able to have to play Monday and run to a championship as opposed to starting up on Friday and starting up and trying to run at a championship. This game important, and if this game goes your way, maybe you don't have to worry as much about Saturday. Get a lot more bodies rotated in, rested up, and ready to go for that potential playoff run. There's still a job to do. 20 minutes left to go, and there's only a 2-goal lead. You know what they say about those. Next goal's big. Are the River Dragons up by 3? Are they only up by 1? And this Port Huron crowd that's been stifled and rather quiet for the most part, do they have something to cheer about to try and get their team into this game and potentially spoil the hopes of the Columbus River Dragons? You'll have to see what comes up after this. The McDonald's second intermission report is over. When we come back, it's time for the call of the Houston Clinic third period. Next on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Our first store was in Leesburg, Georgia, and followed quickly by our second store in the Columbus, Phoenix City area in 2000. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
Looking to update that hockey game day wardrobe? The best place to do that is to visit the online home for all River Dragons licensed apparel, rdragonsmerch.com. With new designs coming out all the time and special promotional and sale offers always live, there's always a reason to check back to the site and score some new gear. Plus, lots of fun souvenirs and other knickknacks that make great gifts for all sorts of occasions. So get there to rdragonsmerch.com, the official store for all team licensed apparel. That's rdragonsmerch.com.
This is Ian White of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons broadcast network.
Back here at the McMorran Arena, Port Huron, Michigan, River Dragons are back out onto the ice, ready to start this third period of play. Dragons dressed in teal, triangle dragon logo on the chest, black helmets, shoulders and pants, black numbers with red and white trim, and teal socks. They'll be going left to right across your radio dials here in the Houston Clinic third period. Bailey McBurney, 14 saves on 15 Prowlers shots. When the Prowlers come out, and it looks like they're going to be introduced by a man in a very glittery red tux suit, my goodness. But the Prowlers step out onto the ice. They are dressed in the home blacks with the Prowler logo on the chest, red helmets and sleeves with white numbers, black trim, and red pants. They'll be going right to left across your radio dial. Richard Shipman is in the net. He's made 5 saves on 6 shots so far. We were told from the Port Huron media team that the goaltending halfway through switch was by design to get each guy a little bit of time, and then from what we've been told, it's Joe Noonan's net regardless of what happens tomorrow, as they give their goalies a little bit of ice time and give them as much rest as they possibly can before the Prowlers get ready to start up their playoff run on Monday. Commissioner's Cup playoffs will start up immediately after Easter with the first round. Monday through Thursday is the first round schedule. The teams will be paired up based on the number 3 seeds pick that as of right now across the league would be Danbury's. Still some time left for Danbury to try and get themselves out of that hole, but Columbus is doing their part to get to the semifinal round, which would start up Friday to Monday. Williamson and pace on this draw. The puck is down and we are underway. Williamson won it. Columbus left to right in the teals. Port Huron right to left in the blacks. Ozelinch has this far circle in his own end. Petrantonio sticked it down, enough for Williamson. Toe drags it back, a pass across. Nearly got it to Doe, but Austin Federley knocks it away. Austin Doe, he's on hat-trick watch right now. This one dumped in by Petrantonio. Federley on the far side with it. Soilis chips it out towards center. White will have it back at his own blue line. Now for Williamson, one touch into the path of Petrantonio. Right wing circle. He walks it, then he tripped over the bottom of the circle there, lost his edge, and Austin Doe flips this one up, directly up, missed the protective netting, and it's still in play, rimmed around the boards. Ozelinch to Petrantonio, it's in his feet. Now Stavros Soilis brings it ahead, trying to go on a breakaway. He chips it, and a save made by McBurney as he kicks out the left pad. Williamson to Austin Doe from the red line. He'll dump that one in. Petrantonio first on it in the corner. Being watched by Henning. That's captain on captain right there. Pass back up. Bersani tried to dive back at it. He couldn't handle it. Moskal touches it out of the air with the high stick. Federley will play it anyways to negate the call. He'll drop it back for Merritt. Behind the net he goes. A wrap attempt. No, he reversed it back, and Matt Graham wasn't ready for it. Shot from the right point from Jay is sticked away by McBurney. 18:44 left to go here in the third period of play. Dragons lead it by 2. Dalton Jay, right circle, pass to the middle, knocked away by Bersani. Vanelli helps it on its way, and Moskal will eventually send it to center. We're at the red line. Henning will dump this one in. Too hard for McBurney as it goes all the way around to MJ Graham and out. Suffredini, left wing, plays it in for the Prowlers. And now Carter up ahead for Moskal. Bersani finds a loose puck right wing side. Bersani stops up at the hash marks. Moskal give and go to Bersani to the high slot for MJ Graham, and that one just went through his stick. Merritt 2-on-2 with Jay. Passes to him. It's in his feet. Grade bodies him up. Merritt rims it around. Dalton Jay with it. Left wing circle. His shot across the crease and wide. Henning with it right circle. Moskal dropping it to an open area. Jay on it first. His slap shot was looking for a tip in front, and it split both Henning and Matt Graham. This one goes off Parker Moskal on the wrong side of the red line, though, and icing will be called here against Columbus. 17:50 left to go here in the third. 3-1. Dragons are in front. Sort of tired group of Dragons out there, I would say, as they were getting ready to change. Bersani ready to take this draw against Frisura, trying to buy himself as many seconds as he can. Puck goes weakly over to the near wing. Nolan will backhand flip this one end over end, a bouncer. Nick Williams and MJ Graham on it, and Williams does enough to hold off MJ Graham. And we will get another icing call against the Dragons. 17:42 left to go in the third. Follow the team on social media, _River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, if you're watching the game here on YouTube, like the video and give us a subscribe there if you will. We're also newly on TikTok, _River Dragons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok. Frisura wins an offensive zone draw, but the Columbus wing support gets it out. MJ Graham to Moskal, left point, stays on his feet after a hit from Lambden. Shot blocked past Bersani. White will hold it in right point. He's down to the bottom of the circles with it now. Ramped up off the stick of Baker. And one hits the far wall. Lambden will have it, and he'll knock it off the boards and out towards center. Ozelinch tried to go D to D. That one interrupted by Caleb Williams. Underwood can't get it out. Frisura in the middle. Drops it back. Shot from Lambden. Hits Caleb Williams. Rebound effort. Falls to Federley. Right circle. One-timer Frisura. Sticked away by McBurney. Side of the net. Pops back out in front. Moskal can't get it out. Frisura knocks it back. Gino Mini to Federley. His shot blocked by Lambden as he tried to deflect. Ozelinch gets this one up ahead for Moskal. Now into the path of Underwood. Underwood 2-on-2. Leaves it for Krupp. Right circle. His shot just high over the glove hand on Shipman. Ozelinch, left wing corner, plays it to Krupp, and his pass to the middle is read by Port Huron. Frisura goes off the wall, right wing side to Cade Lambden, slows it up, pass, backhand, Frisura, shrugged away there by McBurney. Ozelinch from behind the net, over to Krupp. Krupp skates it into neutral territory, gains the red line, dumps it in. Columbus changes the D behind this. 16.5 left to go in the third. Brazen pushing off away from Storjahan to try and get himself some space. Pass knocked away in the neutral zone. Carter will dump it back in. Federley tries again on the near wing. He goes off the glass and into his own bench, and he will get an offensive zone draw for the Dragons out of this. With 16:14 left to go in the third. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Columbus River Dragons radio network. Face-off, won by Columbus. Petrantonio's got it, left wing circle, immediately tied up with Suffredini. Doe picks it out, weak backhand to the net, and that one sticked and gloved by Richard Shipman, who'll cover it up for a whistle. 16:04 left to go here in the third. 3-1, Dragons still in front. Austin Doe's got 2 of those 3 River Dragons goals. Joe Smith currently has the one that makes the difference. Stavros Soilis also out there for the Prowlers. He has the one Port Huron tally. Doe's backhand, that one blocked right to Williamson. His shot high over the bar. Petrantonio with it, right wing circle. Up to the top for Carter, right point. His shot just flutters wide of the blocker hand on Shipman, who is reaching. Vanelli, pass across. Brazen read it. Trying to go on a run is Soilis. Vanelli staying in front of him, and icing is the call against Port Huron. And Soilis will hug it out with Vanelli along the backboards to prevent any ugly collisions. 15:44 left to go here in period 3. Right now, the Prowlers have the only 3 shots on goal, all of them stopped by McBurney. River Dragons set up for another offensive zone draw, looking for their first shot of the period. Williamson wins it. Doe looking for the turnaround. Pass to the left circle, Vanelli, and he just couldn't handle it on the backhand. Vanelli takes it behind the net. Now off the side of the net, his pass goes through the slot. Carter can't cover the center point. He'll go over to Doe. Tries to play it off of pace and will fall back into the neutral zone. Williams going the wrong way towards his own goal. Leaves it for Vanelli, who will now dump it in. Far corner, Suffredini on the backhand. Nick Doe with it. Gets it back for himself as the River Dragons are changing. Suffredini, nice head fake. Gets himself some space. Left circle. His shot. Save made McBurney. And he'll hold on to that. No rebound. 15-11 now left to go here in the third. Dragons in front 3-1. These 2 teams conclude their regular seasons tomorrow here at McMorran Arena. A 6:05 puck drop here at McMorran means a 5:35 Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. And of course, that game will be live on Bounce, WTVM 9.2 as well. Cannot wait to bring the crowd along from there as well. Nolan off the short glass, a bouncer, knocked away by Baker. Storjahan has it, his shot patted away, Underwood the rebound, and that one just got underneath it as it went high over the bar. Underwood tied up with Jay, puts it into the skates of Smith. Jay chips it around Smith, and that one held in by Nolan at the left point. This one rims around, stick there by Baker. Merritt gets into the neutral zone. Jay 2-on-2 trying to get around Nolan, and he tries to go inside out. Nolan took the body well. Smith dropping it back for Underwood. Rims around. Jake Grade chasing after it here. Plays it up the wall. Storjahan will turn it up ice on a pass to Underwood, who flips it in from the red line and hits the glass behind Shipman. 14:30 left to go here in the third. Underwood reads it to MJ Graham. Right circle. Backdoor. Nolan had a chance, and that one just went off the toe of his stick and wide on the far post. Graham gets in the way of Nick Williams as those two go at it in the corner. Underwood behind the net. Moskal, clash of sticks, pops up in the air. Moskal still with it, trying to box out on Baker. He overskates it. Caleb Williams now gets it out to center. Ozelinch lays it off for Nolan, who's got to be near the end of his shift here. Moskal sends it into the zone on net. Shipman will send it away. Bersani lines up a hit onto a man. Puck falls free on the near side, and here comes Caleb Williams all alone facing the Columbus defense. White blocks the shot off the corner boards, goes back in front of McBurney, who will stick it there, and Bersani goes off the short glass and out. Johnson trying to weave his way around MJ Graham with no speed. He'll just kick it into the zone, right wing corner. White gets in front of Caleb Williams, and behind the net it will go for Bersani. He holds up against Lambden. Lambden gets in the way of White behind the net. They're tied up. Ozelinch trying to pick it out of feet. And Ian White strong on his skates, as you'd expect, to be able to win that position battle. Bersani chips this one into the zone. No icing as MJ Graham's first on it in the corner. Graham to the middle. Bersani laid on it as he picked himself up off the ice. Rimmed around the boards. Bersani's got it now behind the Port Huron net. To the left point, Carter sends it around for Moskal now. Near corner. Played off the side of the net. MJ Graham first on it. Wrap attempt. Goes through the crease and Moskal couldn't find it on the back door. Vanelli for Moskal at the hash marks. MJ Graham checked there by Frisura. Those two go at it over the right shoulder of Shipman. Now Williamson and Johnson get involved. Johnson sends it around. Lambden trying to chip this one out. Carter can't hold the line as he went for the hit. And now Williamson will turn it back, and he's in over the line again. Jagger Williamson weaving through some sticks. Right circle a shot. Patted away by Shipman. Rebound falls to Frisura, and he'll go out towards the neutral zone. Shot in from the red line. And a glove save from McBurney as he puts it down for Petrantonio. The captain skates this one ahead. Gives it to Doe, right wing side. Doe checked there by Johnson. Puck loose along the half wall. Doe's got it. Right circle lead for Williamson. Shot. Great save. Shipman. Rebound loose. And Shipman will get the whistle. And we get the media timeout. 12:23 left to go here in the third. Dragons in front 3-1 on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
12:23 to play here in the third. Say goodbye to auto repair bills. We all know your auto manufacturer's warranty only goes so far. So what happens when your warranty expires, when your engine or transmission fails? Who pays for that? You do, unless you have Olive Mechanical Breakdown coverage. Covering 10 model years and newer, up to 140,000 in mileage, and coverage across the U.S. and Canada. Here to save you money, Olive.com, the online leader in auto mechanical breakdown coverage. Coverage across the U.S. and Canada. More important in these neck of the woods is just across the St. Clair River lies Sarnia, Michigan. The Sarnia Sting of the OHL. They're in a heck of a battle with 2 games to go for the 8th seed in the OHL's Western Conference with the Erie Otters of Erie, Pennsylvania. Dumped down. No icing here as the Prowlers got a touch in front of the red line. 12 minutes left to go here in the third. I'm Zach DeBozart. Happy to have you along here live from Port Huron, Michigan. Petrantonio dumps this one down too far out of the path of Williamson for a 2-on-1, and Henning will go back the other way. It's on net. McBurney has to slow it up, so no icing, and Petrantonio will have it behind his own cage. Nice bit of hands there from the captain. Puts it in Doe's feet, though. He's immediately tied up with pace. Merritt holds in at the right point. Still loose there at the right point. Henning dumps it down into the corner. Petrantonio chasing after it. Nolan and a little bit of a rub route there on Merritt to slow him up and allow Columbus to have secure possession. Nolan up ahead for Krupp and over the line. Doe is heading off for a change. He'll just touch that one into the zone. Suffredini behind the net. Thought about dropping it back. Felt Krupp behind him. Now here's Dalton Jay right wing. One-on-one with Ozelins. Jay shot. A blocker save by McBurney. Over onto the near side. Here's Kirk Underwood. 3-on-3 for the Dragons. Underwood right circle. Pass across. And Krupp was being held up from coming to net by Nick Williams. Matt Graham lays this back for Nick Williams. Off the near side wall on his own end. Brandon Baker sends it to center. White put a foot at it. He went wrong. Matt Graham right circle. Shot save made McBurney as he swallows that one up on the blocker side. We'll take a whistle. Oh, Ian White rarely puts a toe out of line there, but just missed it going to that bouncing puck. And it was a 3-on-1 for the Prowlers. I don't think Matt Graham realized the amount of time that he had. 10:54 left to go here in the third. And the Dragons still in front, 3-1. Storjahan wins this draw away from Matt Graham. Vanelli rims around the boards. Joe Smith was waiting for it there. Just got out of his reach. And you hear him scream out in frustration. Vanelli from his own blue line to Storjahan, now left wing. Gains the red, dumps it in. Shipman from behind the Port Huron net. Tees it up for Baker. Joe Smith hounding after him. This one stayed up along the dasher. Carter just holds it in at the left point. Krupp with it right wing corner. Fishes it back on the cycle. Smith pushed on the back there by Baker. Cycle to Storjahan for Smith along the goal line. Backhand across. And Krupp was tied up with Nick Williams. Couldn't get the inside track on the big man. Dalton Jay trying to go across the rink there, and at the Columbus blue line, it's stopped up. Storjahan having to deal with Matt Graham. Now Nick Williams poked off his stick by Storjahan. He'll glove it back and put it over to Sam Merritt. Merritt checked there by Smith in front of the Port Huron bench. Columbus will take it back into their own end with Krupp going across the rink to Chase Carter. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third. Columbus still in front, 3-1. Dump down ice off of Bersani, so no icing here. Graham finishes his hit on Johnson. Moskal trying to chip it into the zone. Frisura bothering him for the puck. Now Bersani gets involved with Frisura. Port Huron's in over the line on sides. Caleb Williams right circle. Backhand to the middle, and Nolan knocks that one away. Frisura up to the top, read by Moskal. He and Graham with a little give and go through the neutral zone. MJ Graham right wing and over the line, and Johnson pokes it back out towards center. Grade with it at his own blue line. 9:23 to go in the third. Graham, nice stretch pass across for Moskal. Kicked it to his stick, now puts it into the corner for Bersani. Bersani fighting with both Alex Johnson and the referee for a little bit of space. Now Federley and Nolan get involved. Bersani frees himself from Johnson. Right wing corner, he's on the backhand looking for a pass. That one hit the corner boards weird, fell back to Alex Johnson and swept out to center by Caleb Williams, who heads off for a change. Under 9 minutes to play here in the third. Dragons in front 3-1. This one takes a hop off a Prowlers player. No icing. Williams in the corner. Checked by Johnson. Petrantonio tried to cut him off, and Johnson jumped out of his route. 3-on-2 for the Prowlers. They hit the line left wing side. Johnson, his shot blocked by White. Goes up into the netting and will go out of play. Lambden was knocked down there. Petrantonio trying to calm him down, as I think Moskal got a shot in there on the Prowlers forward late. Everyone will calm down and we'll take a break. 30 seconds, 8:41 to go in the third on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Vectorply is a world leader in development, manufacturing, and distribution of composite reinforcement materials for any and all projects you might have. Headquartered right here in Phoenix City, Vectorply prides itself on providing superior and timely customer service for all their customers' inquiries. No project is too big or too small for Vectorply. For more information on what they can do for you and your project, visit Vectorply.com. That's VECTORPLY.com. And get started on your next big project today.
I love the way that y'all doubt me. That's the energy that I need. Cause let me tell you one thing about me. It only brings the best out in me.
Back here at McMorran Arena, 8:41 left to go in the third. Dragons in front 3-1. Commissioner's Cup single game playoff tickets are on sale at the Columbus Civic Center box office or on Ticketmaster. If this result holds for the Dragons, they'll be that number 2 seed and have home ice advantage in the semifinal round. Barring a late collapse, it could fall to the first round, but right now they know whatever round they'll be in, they will have best 2 out of 3 home ice advantage, and you can get tickets to either of those 2 games or both right now on the Ticketmaster.com, Ticketmaster app, or the Civic Center box office for the first 2 River Dragons home playoff games, the 2022 Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Williamson scrums on this puck with Soilis. White will find it at the bottom and try and send it out. Doe, a pass across just out of the reach of Jagger, but it will go out into the neutral zone, and Port Huron touches up on the delayed offsides. 8.5 left to go here in the third. River Dragons in front 3-1. Ozelinch, pass across, hits a stick, but falls to Petrantonio, right wing side. Petrantonio across. That one hit Gino Mini. Ozelinch to the middle. Williamson to Doe. One-time effort. Pad save made by Shipman. Rebound into the corner. Doe gloved out by Petrantonio, puts it on his stick. Into the corner. Doe trying to swipe at it there. Gino Mini gets there first, and Mini plays it to Soilis, and he'll chip it down ice. 8 minutes left to go here in period 3. White circle to circle for Williamson. Now over for Ozelinch. Ozelinch spins it back at the far dot, and he'll give it over to White, now near side. Underwood has it tied up in his feet, winning a skate battle. Ozelinch will help him out. Played off an open right wing side in front of the Port Huron bench. Crew plays this one back for Carter. Columbus is trying to change out of all this. They're playing a bit of a dangerous game in the neutral zone. Carter on the backhand, right wing. He's run into there by Nick Williams. Big check. And in a crowd like that, Carter pops right back up onto his feet. Williams tries to flip that one to the neutral zone. Carter gloves it down, plays to the left wing for Underwood. In on side, Storjahan, left circle with it, pass to the top. Krupp, back up, Carter, shot. Glove save made there by Shipman, and he'll hold on for a whistle. With 7:14 left to go here in the third. Dragons in front 3-1. Shots on goal, 28-23 in favor of Columbus on the Heckler & Koch shot counter. Heckler and Koch, no compromise. Face off to the right of Shipman. Storjahan has it. His shot along the ice, gloved by the Port Huron netminder, and he'll cover it up for a whistle. 7:08 now left to go here in the third. They have hit the break in Watertown. There's 20 minutes left to go, and the Wolves lead it 2-0, so a little double plus good for the River Dragons as they're leading here by 2, and Watertown leads Danbury by 2. Either result going their way, not both, either will result in that clinch as the Prowlers chip it out into the neutral zone. It goes into their own bench, and we will get a whistle. I'm going to say that puck was played from inside the zone out into the neutral zone, out of play, so it'll be another offensive zone draw here for the Dragons. 7:01 left to go in period 3. Underwood and Graham in on this draw. Underwood won it, but didn't win it back clean enough to the defense. Merritt takes it over. Jay trying to get around Carter. Carter bodied him up. Merritt across, and Carter got his body down to break up the pass. Now Carter across here for Krupp. 3-on-2 as he hits the line. Bunched up right wing. Krupp's shot right circle. A save made by Shipman. Krupp tried to run through a couple of Prowlers' bodies. Baker eventually takes the puck off of him, trying to flip it out the far wing, and now Krupp will have it here. For Storjahan, one-on-one, staring down Williams. He stops it up. Krupp trying to kick it to his stick and couldn't do it. Williams, a pass off of Graham's tape, trying to chip it into the zone. Carter, a big body in front. Vanelli, a big body in front, preventing that from going any farther. Nolan dumps it down into the Port Huron end where Federley will have it. Circle to circle with Johnson. 6:14 left to go here in the third. Prowlers running out of time. They're down 2. River Dragons looking for that clinch off of this result. Federley from his own blue line spins it to the far wing. Dalton Jay going the wrong way down ice, takes it back into his own end. Now chips to Alex Johnson, left wing. He'll put that one into the zone. Brad Nolan sends this around, and Federley will have it in front of the penalty boxes. MJ Graham looking to line him up with a hit. Federley was ready for it on the counter check. Johnson chips it away from Moskal. Frisura has it, leaves it for Cade Lambden. Left circle, Lambden poked by Grade into the corner. Lambden still with it. Grade will tie him up. Bersani picks it out of feet and sends it up to Parker Moskal. Moskal's got MJ Graham on the right, 2-on-2, but offsides as Graham a little bit too speedy there for Moskal as he was trying to keep up with him, and we get an offside call. 5:31 left to go here in the third. Dragons in front, 3-1. The under 5 timeout looms, and anything past that, we'll be keeping our eyes on Richard Shipman. Frisura muscles that one away from Williamson in the neutral zone on the faceoff. Federley pinballs it off a couple of teal sticks, and now Johnson from his own blue line to Frisura at the Columbus line, tips it into the zone. Austin Doe sends this one around. Ian White near side circle. Up ahead for Williamson. To Petrantonio right wing. 3-on-3 as he hits the line. Dumped in. Shipman from behind the net. Williamson tried to run into him to prevent that outlet from going around to the near wing. Petrantonio ties up with Johnson. Doe to Williamson here on the cycle. Petrantonio backhand and a great shoulder save made there by Shipman as Petrantonio was left alone in the slot. Doe back for Petrantonio. Center point fakes the shot. It's a slap pass to Williamson behind the net. He'll take it. Jagger with it. Left circle. His shot ramped up off a stick. Ozelinch has it behind the net. Off the wall to White. Going across circle to circle, and Caleb Williams read that the whole way. Gets it out to center. White sends it over to the captain, Petrantonio. Now to Underwood with some speed. Heading in towards the net. A backhand whiffed on that as Federley was forcing him wide. Underwood pushes it back all the way down to the Columbus end for Chase Carter. Under 4.5 to play here in the third, and the Dragons lead it by 2. Gino Mini from the red line chips that one in. Carter knocks it down. Low stick, say the officials. Carter turns this one up ice, lets Underwood go by him. Now Carter picks up the speed and will slam it in right wing corner. Underwood first on it there with Mini on his back. Cycle to Storjahan. Mini finished his hit on him. Underwood shot, or was it Mini trying to clear it behind the net? Looked like it went towards goal, and Shipman had to be ready for it. Bronson trying to get it to Soilus. That one falls into the Columbus zone. Port Huron does recollect it, right wing circle. Bronson at the hash marks. Pass across. Storjahan reads it at the left wing side. Now Storjahan sends it rink wide to Adam Vanelli. Vanelli left circle. His shot looking for a tip on Smith, and that one just went underneath his stick. Smith double team there by both Bronson and Suffredini. Bersani going to help out here. Columbus in the middle of a change. 3.5 left to go here in the third. That clock winding down. It's the enemy of the Prowlers, and this puck is halted right now in the corner. A 2-on-2 battle. Bersani pushed down there by Suffredini. He'll pick himself back up as he tries to work the puck free. He's got it. Suffredini still on him, and now he will pick his pocket and get it over to Justin Brosnan. A lot of time was just eaten up in that corner, about 30 or 40 seconds. Matt Graham with it, right wing corner. Checked by MJ Graham. Behind the net it goes. Great. Held up there by Soilis. Weakly over to the near corner. Nolan sends it up for Moskal. He'll lay it back for MJ Graham. Filter pass to Moskal. In over the line. Offsides again. MJ Graham and Parker Moskal just cannot get on the same page. That's a second straight offsides they've drawn against themselves. 2:52 to go in the third. Dragons in front 3-1. Back for the remainder of regulation after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
.252 left to go here in period 3. Dragons in front 3-1. If this scoreline holds, Columbus is your number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. A faceoff coming in front of the Port Huron bench after that offsides call. Moskal to take it. No, excuse me, Bersani to take it against Merritt. Linesman takes an extra beat. Bersani will win it, and we're back underway. Grade over for Nolan. He'll dump it in from the red line. Glove down by Shipman, who will take a whistle now in his own end. 2:45 left to go here in the third. Nick Williams has been pretty aggressive since we got out of this media timeout. Very animated down there at ice level. He's pointing at somebody. I think he wants Moskal. Bersani ties up. Graham, a shot ramped up off a stick. And will go out of play. And Williams does a little flyby of Moskal, and MJ just taps at Moskal, says no need. Well, what will we see out of this? 2:41 to go here in the third. Williams keeps on talking. He is staring directly at Moskal. He's not interested at all in this faceoff. Bersani and Graham. Bersani will win it. Williams with a bit of a cross-check on Moskal. Nolan shoots from the left point, and that one goes wide. Williams checked there by MJ Graham. Baker sends it around the boards. Dalton Jay will have it far wing. Jay, a long pass. Merritt trying to beat out icing. McBurney will come out to negate it anyways. Matt Graham, right wing corner, trying to feed it to Merritt. Shipman looking to go to the bench with 2:15 left to go here in the third. He will. It's going to be 6-on-5 Port Huron. Baker off the wall. Williams a chip with Moskal, and that one will go out of play into the stands. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Prowlers. Their net is empty. 2:11 to go in the third. Dragons in front, 3-1. And Moskal had Nick Williams going that entire shift. Williams wanted a piece of him, and Moskal happy to just keep the mouth shut and let the big man talk it out with himself. And we will get a timeout called by Port Huron. Timeout, Port Huron. Let's take 30 seconds with them on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
This is Jared Rutledge of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the game on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Out of Port Huron's timeout, 2:11 left to go here in the third. 3-1 Dragons in front. 6-on-5 advantage for the Prowlers here. A face-off to the left of McBurney. Graham scrapes at it, wins it for the Prowlers. Merritt played it back to defense, and Johnson couldn't handle it. It bounces back out to the neutral zone. Federle from the red line dumps this one in. McBurney slows it up. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he hit Matt Graham and nearly went in, but on the wrong net. Now it's dumped down. Williamson, and Federle has it back in his own blue. Petrantonio with it, near side circle, laying it off for Ozelinch. Far circle, does he look for the empty net? Dumped there for Williamson. Doe on hat-trick watch, shoots. Oh, it's off the post. Petrantonio slaps it, and he scores. 1:40 left to go in the third. Austin Doe just hit the pipe. He's getting it from the teammates down at center ice. They don't celebrate with Petrantonio. They shove at Doe for missing the hat-trick. And Petrantonio, he will pick up the goal, his 38th on the year, to tie Austin Doe for the team lead. 4-1 Dragons on the empty netter, and the Port Huron faithful start making their way to the exits. Johnson has it at his own blue line. McBurney thought about it too. He thought about going for a goalie goal and nearly came back to bite him as Matt Graham sticked it. It nearly went off his stick and in to the Columbus net. Johnson, Federle rims this one around. Matt Graham trying to settle a bouncing puck. White will poke it and keep it in the neutral zone. Merritt leaves it here for Federle. Federle will slap that one down ice. Stick save had to be made by McBurney. Shipman's still in his net, and McBurney lays it off for Carter. Carter, far corner in his own end for Storjahan. River Dragons have 3-on-2 here. Left wing side. Storjahan hits the line. Pass to Smith. It's in his feet, trying to get it to the middle. Storjahan has it. Turnaround shot and a blocker save made by Shipman. Less than a minute to go here in the Houston Clinic third period. Carter a drive. That one wide. Storjahan, near side corner with it. Playing it off the wall. Smith chasing after it. Matt Graham tied to him. Up the wall. Left point. It's Carter. Now back for Smith. He'll put it into the corner boards, and Federle checked there by Underwood. 36 seconds left in the third period. Petrantonio from Doe and Williamson. They combine on that empty net goal that make it 4-1 Dragons. Under 30 to play here. Caleb Williams skates this one ahead. Williams left circle, blocked by Krupp. Vanelli behind his own net. Johnson runs into him. Frisura can't hold in right point. Bersani after him, and Frisura will just slam it in on net. A stick save made by McBurney. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Carter from behind his own net sends it out of play, and we get a delay of game call. Chase Carter was just looking to put the game on ice, send it down 200 feet, and he'll end up picking 2 minutes onto his rap sheet this season on delay of game against him. 7.4 left to go in the third. Barring anything crazy, I guess that'll help the Houston Clinic penalty kill numbers. So far, 3 for 3 tonight. Houston Clinic helping the River Dragons get back to full strength. Shipman, why not? He'll come to the bench, make it a 6-on-4 advantage for 7.4 seconds. Bersani and Graham on this draw. 2 minutes delay of game to Carter. Bersani wins it, but Lambden bottom of the circle has it. Shot save made McBurney. Into the corner it goes, and Bersani will just finish out the remaining seconds there. Pushing and shoving, and oh, somebody just went at Bersani pretty good, and Bersani's giving it right back. Dustin Henning's tied up with a man. That's Brandon Baker? No, Cade Lambden. Lambden wants a piece of Bersani at the end of all of that. The linesman will get in the way of those two. There's a lot of why-I oughting, and if there's any messages to send to Saturday, we'll see who's in the lineup, because with this River Dragons win, Saturday's game does not mean much of anything. The River Dragons have clinched the number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs and will automatically head to the semifinal round. River Dragons pick up the 4-1 win. Prowlers get ready to salute their crowd at center ice, and the Dragons head off victorious, ready to celebrate their playoff seeding, now officially clinched in that semifinal round. Let's take a break. When we come back, the Chad Abruzzi postgame show is up next on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just a mile and a half from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
The King Claw is one of the most popular destinations for seafood enthusiasts. King Claw is inspired by the Viet Cajun elegance of boil and bag seafood that holds all the juicy flavor of the ocean. Then we add our very own unique mixture of the best spices that take the taste to another level. We can confirm that you won't find our flavor anywhere else. We collect the freshest seafood, prepare them as you order, and we encourage you to grab your hand in the bag to enjoy the heavenly taste of our signature seafood combinations. We believe that having quality and fresh foods with friends and family is the best feeling in the world. Come, open up a bag and enjoy the best seafood in town where the ultimate juiciness waits for you. Call 706-507-3845 to order.
It's time for the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. Now with a recap of tonight's action, here's Zach DeBozart.
The River Dragons are the number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. They join the Watertown Wolves, already booked their place in the semifinal round, and they will await the 2 winners from the first round of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. That will be on Monday through Thursday. The Port Huron Prowlers, Binghamton Black Bears, Carolina Thunderbirds, and now the 3-seeded Danbury Hat-Tricks will play in that first round. Danbury has their choice of opponent. The other 2 pair off, and the winners of those 2 out of 3, will await Watertown's choice, and Columbus will get the scraps left after Watertown's choice. That's the way the bracket will unfold, and then whoever's left, they decide best of 3, best of 5. They decide ice scheduling and all that fun stuff. And as we've got a pretty clear picture now of the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Welcome into the Chattahoochee postgame show, everybody. Dragons pick up the only goal in the third period. It's an empty netter. First, Bailey McBurney looked like he wanted it, and then it went off the stick of Matt Graham, and you thought, uh-oh, that was a little dicey. River Dragons passed it up into the neutral zone. Williamson, great job, giving it off to Austin Doe, who fired it from about 70 feet away, and he rang the bottom of the post, and Petrantonio just slapped in the rebound. And rather than everybody piling around Petrantonio to celebrate the goal, they all sort of shoved at Austin Doe and were really giving it to him, as Austin Doe missed his hat trick by just that much with the empty netter. Austin Doe, though, 2 power play goals. Joe Smith ends up collecting the eventual game-winning goal at the 8:01 mark of the second. Stavros Soilis, he had the only tally for the Prowlers, 2:07 into period 2. Dragons win in shots, 31-25 on the Heckler & Koch shot counter, but the Prowlers outshot Columbus 10-8 in that third period of play. Heckler & Koch shot counter, Heckler & Koch no compromise. Good day on the special teams for the Dragons. 2 for 6 in the Georgia power play, those 2 Austin Doe goals we told you about, and 4 for 4 on the Houston Clinic penalty kill. Everything came up Dragons in a day where they wanted to have it happen so they could clinch that number 2 seed, and now just worry about rotating some bodies, getting rested, and getting healthy after Saturday's regular season finale to get ready for who they might face in the semifinal round. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look around the FPHL after this on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-pressed lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion, reunions, parties, you name it. We have a graphic designer on staff to help create the logos or graphics necessary to make your shirts unique. Here we pride ourselves in being able to deliver orders of any size at low competitive cost with no minimum quantity required to order. That's why the River Dragons trust us for all their uniform needs. Call the Jersey Shop in Columbus today, 706-565-4242.
Today, more than ever, you can rely on the trustworthy technicians at Midas for your car's needs. From scheduled maintenance to brake repairs to oil changes, suspension work, and more. Our technicians are known for their work and their word that your car will be fixed in the best way possible. Stop in your neighborhood Midas today with 2 locations in Columbus. At the corner of 13th Street and Veterans, just up the road from the Columbus Civic Center, and the other off Manchester Expressway. Midas Total Car Care. Proud sponsors of the River Dragons. Trust the Midas touch.
Before you know it, the weather will get warmer and baseball will be right around the corner. So book your summer weekends early by purchasing a Flight Club membership with the Columbus Chattahoots. Flight Club members receive tickets to every home game at Golden Park as the Hoots try and go back to the championship series in 2022. Plus, more awesome perks for all of our members. Visit GoHoots.com to get started on securing your membership for the 2022 Sun Belt Baseball League season. Or call the offices at 706-507-4625.
The right direction.
Welcome back in to the McMorran Arena here on the Chattahoochee postgame show as the River Dragons defeat the Port Huron Prowlers by a score of 4-1 and clinch the FPHL's number 2 seed. They are now into the semifinal round alongside the Watertown Wolves. The Danbury Hat-Tricks have their choice of opponent between the Binghamton Black Bears, the Carolina Thunderbirds, and the Port Huron Prowlers. Whoever they choose, the other two will match up, and those 2 series winners, best 2 out of 3 over the Monday to Thursday window immediately after Easter, will join Watertown and Columbus in the weekend's semifinal set. Watertown has their choice. Columbus will get who's left after the Watertown selection. Time to take a look around the FPHL. Brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. It's been an interesting one in Carolina. Binghamton leads it now 5-4 with 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Third period goals from Carolina's Dawson Baker and Gus Ford. Ford his second of the night. Already the first 40-goal scorer in Carolina Thunderbirds history, and he might be trying to push towards 45 the way he's going down late in the stretch. Carolina needs one more to try and come back into this as Binghamton's in front by 1, 5-4. And remember, the fun statistic where everything's in balance with the Binghamton Black Bears is on the line. Coming into today's games, 278 goals for, 278 goals against. So if Binghamton wins this game by 1, tomorrow I'm rooting for Carolina to win by 1, because then everything in balance, they'd be the first team with a 0-goal differential to finish a season in FPHL history. That'd be a fun fact right there for sure. That should look around then we have Danbury at Watertown. Interesting. The River Dragons have clinched the number 2 seed. No more scoreboard watching. Don't have to worry about what Danbury's doing. They've just started the third period of play, though. Watertown still in front 2-0 on the goals from Slachetka and Lodge. Time to take a look around the Southern Hockey scoreboard as around the FPHL is brought to you by Zelmo Zip-In. Zelmo's fueling life's passions. 2 game 2s in the SPHL's President's Cup playoffs. Quad City is 3 minutes away from keeping their season alive. 2:59 to go in the third at the Crown Coliseum, and Quad City gets a goal from Shane Bennett early in the third period. Gives the Storm a 2-1 lead. They're trying to force a Game 3 tomorrow in Fayetteville. Pensacola also gets themselves back into the game. They're tied 2-2 at the Peoria Rivermen. 7:44 to go in the second. All the goal scoring happened in the first period. Brendan Blazak has his second of the game. So 2 for Blazak and 2 for Alec Bear. Those are your goal scorers in that one. If Pensacola wins, Game 3 is in Peoria tomorrow. If Peoria wins, they are on to the semifinal round in the President's Cup playoffs. Tomorrow's Game 2s, Knoxville at Roanoke, Huntsville at Evansville. And again, the 2 games tonight will play Game 3s tomorrow, only if necessary. Right now, looking necessary in Fayetteville, and Pensacola and Peoria are currently tied at 2-2. That's your Southern Hockey scoreboard. One more break, and we conclude tonight's Chattahoochee postgame show on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Welcome to the Chattahoochee. That's right, the Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is the official post-game hangout of the Columbus River Dragons, serving their exclusive River Dragon Red Ale on all game nights, located just 1.5 miles from the Civic Center at 1301 6th Avenue. There's no excuse not to get out with some friends and enjoy the night with some quality craft brews. Chattahoochee Southern Brew House is locally and veteran-owned and offers live music from 6 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Make sure to follow them on social media for all the latest events.
Hey Columbus, have you heard of BioLife Plasma Services? It adds up. Here's how. The cash you'll earn for your time donating plasma at BioLife adds up for the things you want, and your plasma donations can add up over time to create life-changing medicine for people with rare diseases. Stop in and check us out at our new Columbus BioLife location. New donors can earn up to $300 in their first 5 plasma donations at BioLife. Visit biolifeaddsup.com to schedule an appointment today.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled golfing experience. Co-designed by Columbus resident and 1987 Masters winner Larry Mize, Maple Ridge Golf Course is a pleasure for golfers of any skill level to play. Test your accuracy with our fairways, water hazards, and sand traps. We have everything you need to challenge yourself and improve your game. Memberships available year-round by calling 706-569-0966 or book a tee time by visiting golfmapleridge.com. Looking to bring the whole crew out to a game? Group nights are for you. Groups of 10 or more get special ticket pricing and exclusive merchandise and experience add-ons that will make your game at the Civic Center a night to remember. For more information on group rates and packages, visit ourdragons.com/tickets or call our ticketing manager at 706-940-0476. Ask about all the great perks we can provide your group. Work friends, family functions, there's no group too big for us to handle, but it starts by visiting ourdragons.com/tickets.
Welcome back in to the Chattahoochee postgame show here at the McMorran Arena. River Dragons win it 4-1 over the Port Huron Prowlers, and they clinch the number 2 seed in the FPHL's Commissioner's Cup playoffs. We're going to bring it here on camera in just a second, running into a quick little snag, and then we will talk to you live here from the Harvey Lumber press box. Now, here we are. Hi, how are you doing, everybody? I'm Zach DeBozart. Man, oh man, what a fun game we just had here in Port Huron. River Dragons, they got the job done. So many teams want to talk about controlling their own destiny in the last week of the season, late in the season. Columbus had that opportunity, and they wasted no time in cashing it in and getting that very important number 2 seed. Now on to the semifinals after the regular season finale tomorrow. 6:05 puck drop here at McMorran. 5:35 Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. We expect a lot of rotation of bodies. You can probably pencil in Mike Cosentino to be in the net for the River Dragons. Levi Armstrong, Dalton Anderson, Jack Riley, and Justin Schmidt are all on this trip. You can probably see most, if not all of them, rotating in for different guys that might have different bumps and bruises, or maybe just, hey, let's be honest, need a night off. Guys like Austin Doe and Hunter Bersani, they've played in every single game this season. You know they're not escaping out completely healthy. There's been bumps and bruises all throughout, and this Saturday game will provide the River Dragons something of a luxury to be able to rest up the bodies they need, and then the entire midweek, while the 4 teams placed 3 through 6 will be playing against each other, the River Dragons and the Wolves will be waiting for their opponents coming up in the next weekend. We still do not know the dates because obviously we do not know our opponent. It would change with travel if, for example, the Carolina Thunderbirds would be the River Dragons' opponent in the semifinal round because the travel's a little bit easier versus, say, the Binghamton Black Bears or the Danbury Hat-Tricks. So stay tuned with that, but we can tell you for the River Dragons that playoffs will not start until Friday night at the very earliest. So with the semifinal berth clinched, River Dragons look forward to having the midweek to prepare, recover the bodies, and get ready for another championship run after the regular season finale tomorrow here at the McMorran Arena. A 6:05 puck drop means a 5:35 Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. Can't wait to have you on for that. Can't wait to see what the teams look like, both from Columbus' side and Port Huron side. We were already warned from the prop staff there was going to be a lot of rotating of bodies, and now Columbus would have that luxury as well. Who knows what kind of line combinations we're going to see, but stay tuned with us on social media. C_River Dragons will give you all the latest as what's going on before that regular season finale. Stephen Pierce is running the show behind the scenes here in Port Huron. Elise Bradford and Allison Holiday running social media behind the scenes back home in Columbus. Big thanks to Josh Petrantonio, who is our Inside the Lair pregame show guest. Hey, that's back-to-back games between Adam Vanelli and Josh Petrantonio. We've had an Inside the Lair guest. We've been able to get them for a goal. We'll see if we can't continue that streak before Saturday's game as well. Big thanks to all of you in the YouTube chat and those of you on the radio network who have been listening in and spending part of your Friday nights here with us. I'm Zach DeBozart, the voice of the River Dragons. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the regular season finale here in Port Huron. 5:35, Rally Point Harley-Davidson pregame show. One more time, your final score: Columbus 4, Port Huron 1. The River Dragons are the number 2 seed in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs, and we'll now look forward to the semifinal round. We'll see you tomorrow for the regular season finale on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Listening to the Chattahoochee postgame show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Cypress Partners, Podcast 706, Chattahoochee Southern Brew House, The Jersey Shop, BioLife Plasma, and PMB Broadcasting. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and PMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and PMB Broadcasting. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons Hockey